A face-off won by the Pens, moving it out the far side. Carlson with speed. Chasing him down is Veregi, but over to the far side. The offensive end shot denied. Rebound chance. He scores! 20 seconds in, baby! That's going to be Jari! The camera can't even capture all of this. I can't even see what the... I'm gonna pop! I'm gonna pop!
You want to get out of there?
I need it! I'm gonna pop! Where's the table? That the table? That was not the table. Having it now, Kindle. He shoots, he scores! He scores! He scores! Let's go! Let's freaking get
They did something.
Yes!
An extra point, and the Penguins are in second place.
Hold on. We gotta play the music. Draw, gonna do a little shot there, right in front, and Swayman able to get it, and Swayman gets it on a fight. And Swayman is out there literally pinching a guy while he's down. And Swayman, Vasilevsky, we got a goalie fight. Here we go. Vasilevsky and Swayman drop the gloves, drop the helmets, and Swayman trying to get a few punches in. A goalie fight in a freaking stadium series. Vasilevsky and Swayman. Swayman goes down. Vasilevsky trying to push him down, and the refs are going to end this fight. But we just saw a freaking goalie fight. Lacombe to Seneca, pass deflected, and moving out, here come the Ottawa Senators with a chance. 3-on-3 into the zone shot. He scores! What a goal!
I'm not sure.
We'll see.
They're thinking that it could be,
No, it's a goal!
no, it could be, interference.
I don't think that was goalie interference, man. I don't think that was goalie interference. Was that goalie interference, Bagel, huh?
Dallas Stars.
But you guys can prove me wrong.
Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars.
We're gonna engineer an animated
Dallas
waifu.
Stars.
No. And why do the Stars goal horn not play?
Why do you
Well, Barbashev gets a goal. We're not gonna talk about Rocky Mountain Oysters. Oh man. But Barbashev getting a goal. Here we go for a potential game winner here. We got Bianca saying Dallas win. Well, let's see. Moving it in. Rantanen. Down low shot. He scores. The Dallas Stars are going to walk away victorious in Vegas.
The house is a rockin', not a
Man,
house is a rockin'.
I know I'm a little behind. I know I'm a little behind.
All on the part
But Dallas does walk away with the win. But I would say probably the Kings is probably going to be the worst team to make. Uh-oh. McKinnon to Taves, into the offensive end. Taves back to Landeskog. Out to the far side, Nelson. Up to McKinnon. McKinnon from the far side, driving in. Over to the near side, Natchez. Natchez to McKinnon, wrapping it in, forcing it in, not gonna go. Top of the zone, Taves to Natchez to McKinnon. McKinnon down low, working hard up against Anderson. Working with that puck to the point, Natchez. Now from the far side, Natchez. How far behind are we? Loose to the near side, again along the boards, rebound chance, he flips it in, over the left shoulder of Blackwood, into the corner for a Vegas Golden Knights goal. And here we go, to the near side of the offensive end, down low, cycling it around, top of the zone, clearing it out, Nola Chari, into the offensive end, trying to create a chance, not able to, hello, over to the near side, moving it up into the offensive end, here comes your chance for Nicholas Waugh, power play expires, over to the near side, back in behind the net, Shea over to Achari. Achari to Gino. Here comes the Mad Russian. Up through center and pass to the far side. Brian Russ to Gino. He shoots. He scores!
Yes.
Russ on the assist. Yes, he was. Soul King. Hello! Over to the near side to the bar. Working it around. Puck gonna be down low now. Carlson passing up. Stretch pass. Breakaway chance. He shoots and scores! How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing you live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the Carolina Hurricanes, paying a visit here in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Montreal Canadiens in a massive Game 4. Carolina leading the series 2-1 right now after two big 3-2 overtime victories. Joined here by Dad. How we doing tonight, Dad?
All right.
We go ahead and pull
Did you lower the sound so you don't hear the
No, because I last night I didn't realize Flow Hockey was playing audio, and I didn't realize it because I couldn't hear it because I had this lowered. So yeah, no, we're just having to be spoiled, which, you know, it is what it is. What's good, Alex? What's good? What's good, John? I saw you up in the chat as well. Let me go ahead and zoom this in. There we go. That way Dad has access to the chat. There you go. Go! Go! Oh, man. But yeah, today I did a lot of work on some graphics. So I'm actually going to be trying to integrate those while we're here, while we're waiting for a puck drop. But yeah, we're rolling puck drop just a few minutes away here. Let me just download. We got some NBA banners. We got some NHL banners. We got a lot of banners coming in. Let me go ahead and extract these NBA banners. Extract
Come on,
files.
WBS.
Okay. There we go. Also taking a look here at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins taking on the Toronto Marlies in their game. I believe it's Game 1 tonight, isn't it?
This is Game 1.
Yeah, Game 1 of their series. Let me go ahead and get this other stuff downloaded. I'm going to download the second NHL banner set. So I did finish an NHL graphics package today, among others. You just go ahead. No. Skip this file. There's the NHL banners too. And extract here. There we go. So yeah, we're getting rolling. We're here. We're rocking. We're rolling. Having a good time. We also do have fully functional separate MLB scoreboards. So taking a quick little look today at what we had, some of the action earlier today. The Mariners pummeling the A's 9-1. Other than that, everything was relatively close in the early window. Going into our current games, the Orioles putting BTA on the Tampa Bay Rays 8-0. The Pirates tied with the Cubs at 4-4. Keeping an eye on that one specifically as well. And again, 6 runs for the Red Sox, up 6-0 on the Braves. Later on tonight as well, including a couple games that are going on right now, Yankees and Royals, among a few other games going on. We also got fully functional NHL scoreboard as well. So we got that going. We can flip over there. Whenever we have multiple games, it'll just populate with all the games there.
But just we only have one game.
It's just the one game. Same thing with the NBA scoreboard. I actually have the graphics for the NBA. What? We could actually go ahead and put those NBA ones in real quick. Let me just move all 3 of these away graphics in. We can move all of the home graphics in. That way everything's in for the playoffs. I just take all of these and move these over. And then these go over here. Who's on the road in the next game tonight? NBA. There is no game tonight. That's tomorrow. And that's going to be Thunder at Spurs. Okay, OKC at San Antonio. There we go. And then I just take all of these and move these down.
Get him!
There we go. You said Cardinals lost today. Yeah, they had a no-hitter going into the... What was it? Did they make it to the 9th inning with a no-hitter? Did they make it to the 9th inning on the no-hitter? Or did they... I knew they had it in the 8th.
Well, they were up 1-0, weren't they?
Yeah, the Cardinals had a no-hitter going into, I think, the 8th. Definitely the 8th, maybe
they lost
the 9th.
The game?
Yeah. Yeah, they had a... Man, they gave up 3 hits.
7th or 8th, John says.
They were going into the 8th with a no-hitter. Let me take a look here.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was given up in the bottom of the 8th because that's when the Brewers got 2 runs. But yeah, the team's taking the ice here in Montreal, Quebec for a big game tonight. They give up 2, may give up 2 hits. Bullpen could not hold it. Yeah, it just was, it was tough. And when you only got 1 run of support, you're essentially telling your guy you got to be perfect, which is kind of tough.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Bullpen is in for the Pirates. That means they're going to lose.
Oh, boy.
Sisk is in. Evan Sisk. That means they're going to lose.
Oh, boy. By the way...
First trip inside.
Shut up. Wheeling down 2-1 as well. We're going to be eyeing up both of these games in the Penguins farm system. Let me do that. Slide this over here.
Oh, I thought that's like Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah. Where is Flow Hockey on this one? You know what? Let me just drag Flow Hockey out over here and do it this way. There we go.
I can't. What? That's not gonna work.
What do you mean that's not going to work?
There we go. You didn't have it up there, so I couldn't see anything.
I did. It just pulled up its default select a game menu.
Ah.
So, but yeah, there we go. We got some Flow Hockey action going as well. We got the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins taking on the Toronto Marlies. They are tied 1-1 with 13.5 to play in the second period. And with... Is that second or third? That is second period. 15.5 remaining in the second period. Wheeling up or down 2-1 to Florida.
Your guy's not doing it. Your guy's not doing it. They're gonna go out.
What's good, Murderer and Shrine? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Defense wins, but you also need to put up some runs. Exactly. And we also got a special guest joining us tonight. She joins us every night, it seems like anymore, huh? Yeah.
Row.
You join us for every stream now, don't ya?
Row.
You're the hockey dog.
I can't do this. Row.
Well, you can't open a can of soda?
Very
Oh,
difficult.
absolutely, Murder and Trine. Absolutely, and Trine. Yeah, you the hockey dog. You the hockey doggy dog. Yes, you are. Yeah, you're gonna watch a good game, aren't you? You think we get overtime tonight, Dad?
Maybe.
We've had 2 overtime games in a row, so we'll see. At some point, there's going to be a win in regulation in this series. Yeah, right, Bagel?
You mean the first 2 games were overtime? Things?
No, but it's been since game 1. That was the last time. It's been about a week since we had a regulation win in this series. So, wheeling crowd in the net, paying the price in that game over there. As fists are being thrown.
Fizz.
They're chucking knucks. Have you ever seen a male cow? That would be a bull. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Oh, say,
Please.
can you see? Guys singing.
Dad, you are going to be sent to federal prison for treason because you're doing that in America's 250th year. What's good, Horizon? How you doing, bro? That's called a bull, yes, sir. But please tell me you understand the reference, Dad.
What?
Please tell me you get the reference of what I just said.
I don't know what I couldn't remember what you said.
When they said, have you seen a male cow? I said, that would be a bull. And you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Please tell me you get that reference.
I think so.
What is it from, huh? Tell me.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I think I know the reference. Where is it from? Oh, I don't know. Come on. Use that noggin of yours.
I can't.
Use that shiny noggin.
I can't.
The Breakfast Club. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, whoa. I think isn't it like Vancouver that uses that as their goal horn song too, or something like that? But yeah, I can't remember what his position was, but like the administrator for the Breakfast Club in the movie says, you know, you mess with a bull, you get the horns. Or it was something like that. Something along those lines. Oh, man. But yeah, just gotta take a minute, look in at all the other action we got going around here. We got the dog as well, isn't that right? What the dog doing, huh? What the dog doing? What you got? What you got, Dad? What you got? What you got?
2 outs, first and second. Doggo's got down first and second. 2
Yes,
outs,
sir.
top of the 6th. It looks like they may be screwed. Pirates.
Oh, calm down. It's a tie ball game.
Not for long. Not
Oh
with our
my
bullpen
gosh.
pitching.
No, he's got a point. Oh, man, but here we go. Ready to roll here. Face-off going to be getting us underway. Looking at Jacob Dobesh with 10 playoff wins at age 25 or younger. Joining Patrick Waugh, Ken Dryden, Steve Penny, Rogi Vachon. He's going to be facing off against Freddie Anderson, who is 10-1 in the postseason. 156 goals against, 2 shutouts, and a 923 save percentage. A big game for him coming up tonight, as he is going to try and get this team to a 3-2 lead, or 3-1 lead, and a chance to go to the Stanley Cup Finals and advance on home ice. On home ice. So we'll see. Getting ready here for puck drop after the Vegas Golden Knights offing the Colorado Avalanche yesterday. That puck going to be won by the Montreal Canadiens. And Vegas is waiting to see who they're going to get. As that puck gets taken top of the zone, shot by the by Ehlers and not going to go. Nice glove by Dobesh.
Let's go, Carol.
What, Carol
Let's
Burnett?
Go, Carol.
I didn't know Carol Burnett was playing in this game.
Let's go, Monty.
Oh, man.
Let's go, Monty. Carol against Monty.
Somebody help me. But here we go. Face off to the right of Dobesh. Going to be won by the Hurricanes. Driving it in. Shot, save, rebound, chance. Whoa. Jankowski had a great opportunity there. Gone. And taken out to the far side. Tied up along the corner. Trying to move it now towards the top of the zone. And taken back. Here come the Canadiens. Wing to Gooley. Gooley to the near side towards Newhook. Shot blocked by Miller. Behind the net. Gooley to the far side. Tied up with Carrier. Taken there at the far side. Man. Let's see. Around the near side, the Canadiens working top of the zone. Shot. Not going to go. Puck goes loose to the far side. Carolina going to move it up. Giving back over to Montreal. Now, Jason, if you could make one move, either a free agent signing or a trade to make the Pens a contender next year, what would it be? I think you guys already know what that move is. You know, that move, one big move would be signing Robo. Giving yourself more offensive prowess. Sign him at $11.5 million AAV, which only makes you have to give up 2 seconds, a third, and a fourth. Which is stomachable for that player. As opposed to his $12 million AAV, which is what his like actual market value is. But now driving towards the net, not going to go. The only team that can afford to give Robo that kind of deal at $12 million AAV is, ironically enough, the only team without the cap space to make it happen. The Dallas Stars. So Robo's going to have to take value less than his actual value. You have to take a contract at undervalue, no matter where he goes. Because I don't see a team wanting to give up, 4 firsts for Robertson. You know what I mean? I don't see any team wanting to do that. Robo's great, don't get me wrong, but that many firsts? That's a lot.
First?
No, it doesn't. No, no, it
We're
doesn't.
not talking first.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. But to the near side, Healers on a pass. Back down, Jarvis eats the boards big time. And out to the far side, going to get moved on up by the Canadiens. To the near side, Gooley. Sending it behind the net, far side with a chance, working it around there. Cleared out by the Canes. Here comes a chance, a breakaway shot for Blake. Nice use of the pads there as Blake eats board. He eats a bit of the Discover ad. And man, a nice use of the blocker pad there to get to it and stop that breakaway
He was too
shot.
far inside. He didn't get a good enough shot at all.
Oh man, but here we go. Montreal behind the net to the far side. And Taylor Hall just sent himself in as a projectile missile. Working it around now, top of the zone, over to the near side shot. Not going to make it from Nikishin. Taken around at the top of the zone to the near side from Stankoven. Do the stanky leg to Taylor Hall. And over to the near side. Man, he is on tonight. That's what happens when the game's not at 9 p.m. Eastern. That puck along the far side boards. Top of the zone, near side shot denied. Carolina still driving it down low. Near side, Taylor Hall to Jackson Blake. Along the boards, top of the zone, Blake centering. With a chance, shot to the far side, into the corner. And we got an arm up. Is that going to be... I thought it was puck play with a high stick, but I see the refs... The arm up on the referee. So we'll see. I mean, it looked like it was played with a high stick. So, that's probably what you saw in trying. That's probably what you saw. You probably saw the arm go up, whistle dead, but he played it with a high stick. He got that stick a little bit up there and doinked it out of the air. You can't do that.
Doink, 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 doink.
Oh, boy.
Color commentary. Keeping it alive.
You sound like Al Michaels and all the worst things he'd say. Oh, man. Look, Keandre Miller sends it far side, taking along the boards there, Bolduc. Top of the zone shot, not going to make it to the net to the far side corner. Doc trying to get there for Montreal, cleared out by Carolina with speed into the offensive end. Mono shot, not going to get a clean shot off. And Struble on a bit of a late check there. That's going to be a penalty on Struble for roughing.
Maybe not.
As he turned around, and I didn't really see a whistle or anything that would have led to a whistle prior to that. Because Robinson goes behind the net, and then all of a sudden Struble just says, nope. So I think that's going to be a penalty coming up here on the Canadiens, on Struble.
Let's see.
I could be wrong, but that's my guess. Man. No penalty. I thought they were calling a penalty on that because of the whistle. But no. But still, Carolina with the offensive end. Draw going to be to the right of the goalie, Dobesh. And Jarvis going to take the draw up against Suzuki.
Oh, my God.
What?
Pirates actually got out of there.
Huh.
With the bullpen.
Huh.
The wonders never
Well,
cease.
Svechnikov with a nice shot. Going to be gloved by Dobesh.
Wonders never cease.
It looks like the Nailers are having an issue in their game, an ice issue or something. They had to bring out a ladder onto the ice. So, maybe a glass issue. We'll see. Man, but a nice read there by Dobesh. And just ultimately incredible use there. Both goalies having some really good stuff, but Dobesh is just on fire tonight right now. That's the most important position for the Pirates so they can get to the playoffs. Bullpen. That bullpen makes PennDOT look like a high-quality service. And for those who don't know, anytime we're going to church, it feels like I'm on a freaking roller coaster. I feel like I'm on the Phantom's Revenge at Kennywood, up those bunny hills at the very end, where you're like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the Pirates bullpen's better than that. Or makes that look good. Not better than that. They should be better than that. Anything will be better than that, except the Pirates bullpen. So, yeah, bullpen, relief pitching. Not necessarily closers. They have closers, they have starters. You need relief pitchers. What's amazing to me is how the Habs can have 2 goals on 12 shots. Oh, the difference is enshrined. Montreal picks their shots carefully. Montreal chooses their shots, right? Carolina just says, get the puck to the net. Get it to the net. You know what I mean? So they have a lot more shots that turn into easy saves, as opposed to Montreal, where they're making the goalie work on just about every shot on goal. For the most part. That's the difference between these two teams. Carolina's a pure volume shooter. They don't care if it's a hard to save shot or an easy to save shot. They just want to get it to the net. And Montreal is a lot more picky. As Carolina,
it's better
move it
just
up
to get it into the net.
and driving in breakaway shot. Nice effort there by Dovesh, but still missing the net. Over to the far side, it's going to be the Canadiens. Would you try and get Chapman? I mean, depends on the price. But depend on the price. Canes will wear you down. Exactly. The Canes will wear you down by having 30 shots land right at your chest, so that the last 5 go in. Montreal says, we're going to work you. You're going to be in the crease, and you're going to be over here, up here, down there. You know? That's the difference between these two teams. And how they play. But out the far side, up into the offensive end, taking around, and we got ourselves a whistle for an offside. Oh my gosh. What you doing, Bagel? What you doing, Bagel? Huh? You giving me the eye? You giving me the eyes, huh? But yeah, we are rolling here. Again, just taking a look at some of the replays. That incredible chance. That was Svechnikov. Who had that, or was it Ehlers? It was Ehlers who had that incredible breakaway chance. Just not able to get it on net. So here we go.
Zone.
To the near side boards. Montreal sends it behind the net, far side, chasing it down. From Slavkovsky into the neutral zone, Carrier. Moving that puck now, Carolina gets it near side. Into the offensive end, Ehlers. Passing back, shot on net, not going to make it to the net. And taken back, but we got a whistle. We got a penalty coming up on Montreal. It's going to be Carolina power play.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it play stopped whenever Montreal touched the puck.
Okay. Now okay.
So yeah, it's going to be a power play.
Rich. Right? Rich. That guy right there. 77.
Doc. Yeah.
That was
two,
an R.
2 for roughing.
That's Doc. Okay. I thought that was R.
Yeah, no, it's Doc. Yeah, no, that's Colton Kirby Doc. Kirby Doc. I knew it was a K sound. So here we go. Carolina with the game's first power play. Marty St. Louis can't believe it. They got it for cross-checking. I didn't see a cross-check, but it would have been a roughing. Same difference in the time that they've been. We're just talking semantics. We're talking about, did you get, an A+, or did you get an A- or a B+? You know what I mean? They're basically the same. As they work top of the zone, Carolina passing it along the board's far side. Trying to drive it on in. Pass on net. Not going to go. Montreal going to clear the zone. Carolina gets it back at center. And the Wheeling Nailers, baby, tie their game at 2 apiece. Let's go! The Nailers getting a nice little goal there. Top of the zone, though, is going to be Gostisbehere. Working to the far side. Driving it towards the net to Jarvis. And behind the net they go. Oh, Jimmy. Over to the near side. Top of the zone. Gostisbehere, wing to wing. Out to the far side. Trying to bring it to the net. Not going to go. Ehlers gets it back.
Oh, that's stupid.
And Montreal clears the zone easily.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
Oh, my gosh. So here comes Keandre Miller up through center, over to the near side, into the offensive end, cleared out quickly by Montreal. But we got a whistle. Oh, that's actually going to be an offside.
Offside, something.
That actually benefits Carolina. They got a chance to get the puck back.
1-1 still.
Yep. Oh, man. But yeah, I am just so excited though that we have these scoreboards working now. It's awesome. I love it. That's ultimately one of my dreams, because eventually what that might lead us to be able to do is we might be able to have a couple of like just scoreboard watching streams. You know what I mean?
Top of the seventh, still 4-4.
Top
of the seventh, still 4-4.
So here we go to the near side, driving it around the boards. Blake gonna cough it up. Over to Anderson, out to the far side, and going to move it on up through towards the center ice area. Carolina gets it back near side. Offensive end driving it down. Getting it over to Blake, top of the zone, Carrier. Moving it around now up to the point, and tied up into the corner down low. Power play going to expire, and working it around the far side.
Off.
As Bagel wants to see Dad. Well, you want to come over here? You can come over here.
Where's the puck? Where's the puck? Where's the puck?
Come on up here. Bagel.
Where's the puck? Where's the puck? Where's the puck?
You can come up here.
That's in the third period or the second period of Whalers?
Second. What do you call this? You're putting your snoot between my thigh and the arm. Do you want some pets? Is this you saying you want some pets? Huh? You're staring at me. Well, come up here. Oh, Bagel. Come on up here. Yeah, it's okay.
Don't know.
There we go.
I don't know.
I've not seen this side of your dad before. They're wondering if you've had blue slushy.
No, no blue slushy.
Huh. Are you a blue slushy? Are you a blue slushy? What you doing, Bagel? Okay. Are you the hockey dog? Are you the hockey doggy? I think you are. You watching all the hockey, huh? Who you want to win? Who do you want to win? Let's take a look real quick while we have a second. Let's take a look at our MLB scoreboard.
Uh-oh!
And the Everblades get that goal back. That's our MLB scores from earlier today. Taking a look now at our latest update here. Still 4-4 Pirates Cubs.
I know, but they're stinking.
And then back over here on the back end, not really much else going on over here. Let's take a look at the NBA real quick. Because that game is going to be tipping off here. Wait, no, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, not tonight. So we got to remember that. That is tomorrow night. Because the Knicks series already wrapped up.
Yeah,
right.
The Wheeling Nailers are done. They're finished.
Oh, you want to tell that to you-know-who?
Yeah, I'll tell it to you-know-who if I ever see him again.
Man, but to the near side. Going to be taking top of the zone. Shot. Not going to go for the Canadiens out to the far side. Taking it up is going to be William Carrier through center. He sends it, chasing it down, and it's going to be a Carolina icing. They're only halfway through that game and with the Florida Everblades. They're only halfway through. There's still time.
Halfway home.
8:06 left in the second.
No!
Yep, the Marlies on a power play goal.
Well, that's it for the Wheeling.
No. Bad. Bad, Dad. Man, but over towards the far side, board's taken around towards the near. Trying to move this puck along the board stall, trying to rip it away for Carolina. Going to be taken out towards the near side. And it's going to be Montreal getting it down low. Nice pass, nice little helper there from Demidov. Around to the near side. Martinook trying to rip it away, but taking back Jake Evans. Out of his own end now on the near side boards. Going to go ahead and pass it up through center. Into the offensive end he takes, loses it. And now to the near side, up through center. Man. So right now we are just seeing Carolina is being more dominant, but Montreal is just being a very opportunistic group. Montreal is taking advantage of slip-ups. Carolina is generating opportunities. And that's the difference between these two teams. And
well, this is basically a must-win for Montreal.
The thing is, Montreal has been good in regulation. Carolina is just words are hard.
I say this. Understand why I say this?
Oh, I need to go into streamer mode. I forgot about that. What? Well, yeah, go ahead.
Because the next game is in Carolina, and Carolina can win it at home.
That is true.
So that's why I say this is a must game, so that they would come back, and be able to at least,
There we go. So, here we go to the near side. Going to be sent around by Montreal to the far side. Moving this puck up through center. Carolina going to get it into the offensive end. Seth Jarvis over to the near side. Svechnikov, top to Chatfield. And towards the far side. John saying, go Everblades. The Florida Everblades don't even feed into St. Louis, I don't think. I think they feed into... Who do they feed into? Who do the Everblades feed into? Let me see here. ECHL affiliates. Teams, NHL, AHL. Oh no, they do feed into the Blues. They do feed into the Blues. The only thing we were missing is Penguins versus Blues in the NHL. Then it would have been Pens, Blues, Pens, Blues, Pens, Blues.
Toronto?
No. Oh, yes, because the Maple Leaf logo doesn't feed into the Maple Leafs.
Well, you're talking about the
last
other one.
round.
Okay.
Last round, it was Springfield, which feeds into Pittsburgh or St. Louis against Pittsburgh or Wilkes-Barre. Now you have the Florida Everblades, which feeds into St. Louis against the Nailers, which feeds into Pittsburgh. So we just need our first round NHL playoffs of Penguins and Blues somehow. The Blues just needed to go trans-conference. They'd just play in the Eastern Conference playoffs. They would have had it. Simple as that. Oh, man. Well, it looks like we do have 32 teams coming to the ECHL, the ECHL pretty soon.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it.
What? What, are you talking Pirates?
I knew it.
Oh my gosh.
7-4.
Yep.
Told you. Put in the relievers and you're dead. You lose the game. Unless you're up like 12-1 or something like that. 9-1. Where they could afford to give 3 or 4
man.
runs up. Everyone that I would probably want to win tonight will probably.
Huh.
That's the way it is.
I don't know about that. But take a look at the Canadiens. First period of game 1, 4 goals on 13 shots. Since they have 6 goals on 35 shots. And, or on 25 shots. Now, tonight, they have 1 shot on goal so far.
Pop. Carbonation. Yeah, you get to the game? Or you gotta look like that the whole night?
Oh my gosh. So here we go. Montreal's on a power play. Let me go ahead and put that up there. Yeah, they're going to crowd the net of Anderson. Not going to go in. Oh, man.
Raise the cone? For who? John?
The Cubs.
The Cubs?
The Cubs or the Everblades. Oh, man. Well, let's see. Let us see.
I don't know. You tell me, John. You tell me, Jason.
What?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. That's my guess. I think I saw something with the ECHL announcing their 32nd team, but they don't start play until 2027, which is co-owned by Tim Tebow in Augusta, Georgia. So here we go to the far side boards. Taking there is going to be Montreal, top of the zone. They send it out to the far side again, circling the drain over to Hudson. Near side, sending it down low, back again, top of the zone, Slavkovsky to the far side. And going to go ahead and send it around, shot denied, over to the near side, Suzuki. Centering pass, and nobody home. To the far side, Hudson. Top of the zone, Demidov to the near side, back to Demidov, shot goes off a body, and over to the near side. Augusta Green Jackets. No, but that would have been a great name.
What?
The Augusta Green Jackets. Oh, man. That puck cleared out by the Hurricanes again. And ready to go. Dobson with that puck. Up through center to Bolduc to the near side. Into the corner. Ooh, Bolduc gets a face full of an advertisement in the boards. Gets back up, and that puck gets moved out top of the zone. Then in Matheson to the far side. And taking back Dobson again. Circling top of the zone. Sends it down into the corner far side. Chasing it down. Past the stick over to the far side now. And it was past Doc to the near side. Nice little collision there along the boards. Matheson eats the ice. And Dobson gets it back over to the near side on a pass for the Canadiens. Gonna launch it up. Back on in behind the net of Anderson. Power play expires. And ready to go. Over to the far side. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm so tired. But working that puck. The far side. And we got a penalty. Another penalty coming up on Carolina. Wow. That's rough. That is rough. Taylor Hall going to the sin bin. Right after the penalty expired, too. Yeah, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There are 30 ECHL teams. So, yeah, there's not quite 32. And 29 NHL teams have an affiliate. Okay. But yeah, the Trenton Ironhawks and the Augusta Lynx. The Trenton Ironhawks started play this year. The Augusta Lynx start next year. And New Mexico, Augusta starts in 27, 28. Augusta starts in 27, 28. So here we go. The near side cleared out by Carolina again, all the way behind Dobesh towards the near side Hudson. We're going to puck up into the offensive end. I don't know why I'm so tired today. I honestly couldn't tell you. But that puck moved up. Man. Blues first season with an ECHL team? Huh. I did not realize that. But here we go. Texier up into the offensive end. It's not Links. It's Lynx. Like the animal lynx.
I don't think they could have called it the Augusta Green Jackets because there may be some type of issue with Green Jacket because of Augusta. You know.
I don't know about that. I don't know that you can trademark Green Jacket. It would be a trademark issue. But
I don't know.
I don't think you can trademark green jackets.
I don't know. I'm just saying that it could be. I'm sure they would have thought of that and thinking, you know.
Well, there was previously the Augusta Lynx, LYNX, and it was back in the '90s till the late 2000s. We got a penalty coming up again. This is the Sinner's Delight game. So we'll see. Take the power play graphic off. I'm losing track of when the penalty started. Are we gonna have? Yeah, we're gonna have 30 seconds of 4-on-4, followed by 90 seconds of power play for the Carolina Hurricanes. That's where we're gonna be. Utah Yeti. Problem is with Yeti, like Yeti is an actual trademark. Like there is an actual trademark on Yeti because the Yeti, whatever they are, tumblers. But yeah, that's going to be in the sin bin. Number 76, that's going to be Zach Bolduc. Yeah, trademark because of the Yeti tumblers. But Bolduc got 2 for hooking. Over towards the far side. Out through center to the near, into the offensive end. Hudson passing down towards the net, not going to go. To the far side. Circling the drain. Sending it out far side again, driving the net, not going to go. And that puck ends up out of play. Well, it's the same issue the Athletics are having right now in the MLB. The Athletics are having trouble with trademarking right now. Which means, technically, at least last I heard, this is not legal advice. This is a YouTube sports channel. But technically, you could sell stuff using Las Vegas Athletics in that kind of green. Because they're having an issue with the trademark because it's not established. You know what I mean? It's not like an established thing in the area. Even though it's coming. You know what I mean? So Las Vegas Athletics is having a hard time. Vegas Athletics, last I heard, was having a hard time. So not Oakland, because they had the trademark before, but just because you had Oakland Athletics and you moved to Las Vegas doesn't mean that you can automatically get Las Vegas Athletics trademarked. So it needs to show that you need to have proof the name is in continuous use. And they don't have that. So there might be a time, there might be a 1-year time where, they can't trademark their own brand. So, keep that one in mind. But we'll take a look here as we're stepping away out of commercial break.
20, 30, 50, 100.
What you doing, Bagel Bagel?
Oh my god.
What? It's just a bag.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
They're still in the top of the 10. For 7.
I think
Chicago's
Bagel
up 10-4.
Look at her attention. Look at her attention. She is sitting beautifully at attention, huh? Huh. Ooh, do you want something? Uh-oh. What's good, MJ? The Ben's game is a rough game. Ben's playing twice as clean, but both teams have 2 power plays. Yeah. Come here. So here we go. That 4-on-4 going to expire. Carolina on the power play. And ready to roll. Top of the zone. Carolina sending it far side. Driving the net. And he scores! A nice goal there by Sebastian Aho.
Ahoya! Ahoya!
Ooh, do you see something you want? Gonna play a
Ooh.
game?
Oh, come on, John!
You gonna play a game, Bagel? You sure it's this hand or is it this hand? Which hand has it? Huh? Which hand? You gotta pick a hand. Gotta open a hand, Bagel. Pick a hand. Gotta pick a hand.
I'd like to see that again.
Ooh.
You know, I'd like to see that shot from
Huh.
the camera in the back of the net because it went straight past the camera in the back.
Oh, man. There you go. Since you were such a good sport, huh? Yeah. We got the Bagel up in here. Yeah, you like to play games, huh? We play with our food here. Marty St. Louis trying to see if there's anything they can challenge or taking a timeout to do so. This is big because that means Montreal's not going to have a timeout late in this game if they need to regroup.
Oh.
They're looking at the offside. They're seeing if Jarvis was offside on the goal.
No.
They're trying to see if Seth Jarvis was offside.
Don't think so. Did it go over the... No, it didn't. It never went past.
Yeah, it never went past on the back end.
Yeah.
It went backwards, but it didn't go back.
It didn't get to the blue line. So I think it's...
So Montreal just wasted their timeout. Montreal just wasted their timeout. Which is going to come back to bite them in the butt.
Maybe. Depends on if they score a few and they're up.
What you doing, Bagel? What? I'm grabbing my call sheets, Bagel. What, you want to smell the call sheets? She wants to smell my call sheets. So here we go. Over to the far side. Carrier sending it on net. Not going to go. Kept in top of the zone. Walker shot. Not going to go again to the far side boards. Moving that puck all the way out is Montreal. Now going to go up through center into the offensive end. Puck goes out of play.
To the fences.
What are you staring at, huh?
Oh, let's go!
They got out of the inning.
They got out of the inning. Yay! Without any more
He's
runs.
goofy. He's goofy, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
But they're not gonna do diddly squat. They're gonna lose this game. I'll go win it. And they're gonna go back into last place in the division, which is where they will be for the rest of the year.
What do you call this, Bagel? So working towards the net, Carolina, not quite able to fully get it to the net, into the corner far side. Trying to move this up towards the top of the zone. Shot, rebound, chance, not gonna go. Backing around to the far side. Jordan Stahl, top of the zone on a pass. Working it around now towards the far corner. Around the near side. Carolina again cycling the drain up to the point. Driving it on in, Walker. Back on in front, he scores! How did he score? Keandre Miller got that. Hold on. Hold the phone.
You know what type of a goal that was? That was a Mario Lemieux, Sidney Crosby type of goal.
Wow. I gotta see this replay here. Miller drives it down.
Oh, it wasn't Miller.
Jordan
it was Stahl.
Okay. Yeah, he flipped it up. Oh, that was just ESPN notification. But yeah, he flipped it up, goes in off a Stahl's stick.
That was a heck of a pass.
Oh, incredible. Oh, no. Oh, no.
But
A bat dog caused an injury at the Dodgers AA affiliate game. They're going to suspend the bat dog program. You'd be a good bat dog, wouldn't you? How many times is Carolina going to score? How many times are they going to score without getting an actual goal? You'd be a good bat dog, wouldn't you, Bagel, huh? The goodest bat dog. Man. But yeah, you know what a bat dog is. Come on.
A bat carrying a dog.
A bat boy, but the boy is a dog. The way they could save money and have a little gimmick for the fans. Can we stop playing the goal horn?
No.
Can we stop playing the goal horn? I don't believe it at this point anymore. Oh my gosh. Over to the near side. I don't believe it's a goal because Carolina doesn't even have the puck. Oh my word. Carolina takes it back down low, considering how many times we're hearing that goal horn. Montreal, top of the zone, shot, not gonna go, taken back, Jackson Blake, up through center, Stankoven on the opposite wing, he takes it to Stankoven, he shoots, he scores! A big goal.
Ye of no belief. Ye of little
Boy
belief.
who cried wolf.
Ye of little belief.
Boy who cried wolf. He cried wolf one too many times, so that when it was an actual wolf and he cried wolf, nobody believed him. That's what happened with the goal horn. We heard a goal. We heard a goal. Those are both tied to goals. Then we heard two more fake goal horns. And then immediately a third right in quick
Preparing you
succession.
for another goal. Isn't it like it was trying to prepare you for another goal?
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, now what do you do? Do you take him out?
I don't know. I mean, I let him get out the period and see what happens. And maybe have a talk with him in the intermission. Say, hey, if you let up a quick goal, we're going to pull you. You know what I mean? Kind of reinvigorate him, but also let him know he's on thin ice. But build him up as well, because you're only 2 minutes away from the intermission. What's the worst that could happen?
Another goal.
Oh, yeah, Carolina did get their 3 goals in 2:47. So maybe 2 more. Man, Montreal Stadium is silent. I can imagine. We can't hear the audio because otherwise it feeds back into the mic. But we'll see. Out to the far side, cleared out. And it's going to be a Carolina icing.
Montreal may be
Okay. See, I can make baskets, Dad. Oh, here we go. Face off to the left of Anderson. By the way, Wilkes-Barre and Toronto getting ready to go into the third period of action. And now to the far side, down low. Keandre Miller trying to move that puck up into the neutral zone, taken back by Dobson. With the puck, Montreal up through center, dumping it into the offensive end towards the near side. Getting it over to Sean Walker, top of the zone. And going to clear it out near side. Montreal need a jump start. Yo, MJ! Bro, thank you, man. Thank you. Never required, but always appreciated, bro. We got to give that a like and we got to give that a heart. So here we go. Towards that far corner. Trying to move it around the boards. And up towards the top of the zone. Montreal able to keep it in. 1:15 to go. Can you cover any AHL during the intermission for my tournament? Absolutely. Absolutely, we can cover some of the Wilkes game when we hit intermission here, because they're just starting third period. We have 1:03 to go. So absolutely, that could be our intermission entertainment. And don't worry, I am penciling in a couple of AHL games and ECHL games. I found my planner and I was starting to write in some. Like Saturday's wide open now because there's no Western Conference Final. Next Monday is wide open unless this series ends quickly. Then maybe that Stanley Cup Finals game 1. I don't know. But yeah, that's definitely something I'm looking at doing. And then after Stanley Cup Final, there will still be some AHL going on as well. So, and some ECHL potentially. But man, working it around the far side corner. 20 seconds to go here in period number 1. And that's a highlight from past games.
Oh, is that the highlight?
Yeah, they're doing a player profile. Yes, because the Florida Everblades magically changed their jerseys from green to purple in the intermission. So that's going to take us to the end of the first period here with the score. The Carolina Hurricanes 3. The Montreal Canadiens nothing. And man, 13 shots for the Canes, 5 for the Canadiens.
MJ?
Yeah, I responded to that.
Okay.
Yeah. They can change goaltenders after the intermission, but those weren't really bad goals on the goaltender's part. Exactly. What I would say, sometimes you need to invigorate the skaters in front of the goalie by changing the goalie. That's what happened with the Penguins in their playoffs. You know, the problem was not Stuart Skinner. The problem was the play in front of Stu. But they made the goalie change from Stu to Shelov's, and all of a sudden the skaters got reinvigorated. You know what I mean? So I could see them saying, hey, we're going to have you on a short leash. I don't think they make the swap just yet. But, as per request, we'll go ahead and take a look at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins taking on the Toronto Marlies in their third period. Wilkes-Barre on a power play, 18 minutes to go in the third period. Around to the near side, top of the zone, sending it down along the far side, racing towards it at the far circle. It's the Penguins trying to move that puck in, trying to capitalize on the power play to the far side. Now moving it around towards the near side on a wing-to-wing pass. Flipping it around towards the near corner down low. And now from the point to the far side they go. 50 seconds left on the power play. Into the far side boards. Down low.
They're not even going to get a shot off.
The Penguins cleared themselves out of the zone. Exactly. It's not an M. Pull him to motivate the team. That tactic sometimes works, but you risk the goalie's confidence. Yeah, and what I would do is if I would come at the goalie and say, hey, you know, it's not your fault. We just got to reinvigorate the team in front of me, in front of you. You know what I mean? They're not playing real well, and sometimes we just got to make that spark. You know what I mean? And emphasize that it's not your fault. We just got to make a change. You know? But to the near side, the Penguins going to move it up through center. Into the offensive end they go to the far side, into the neutral zone. Toronto going to clear it out and chasing it down. The Marlies getting it back in behind the net as the power play expires. In the offensive end to the near side, cleared out. Right in front of the sin bin, the play is moved. Rucker McGroarty trying to get it back into the offensive end, near side losing it. And cleared up through center. Taken back there by the Penguins. Out of their own end. And working it behind the net. That's going to be Unikopinen, I think, on the ice, I think. But to the near side, driving in, shot, and gloved by the goalie. Let's see, that's not Sam Girard. Look, it's the same number as Sam Girard. Oh, that's Raphael Harvey-Pinard. Okay. That's the nice thing, is that since I covered the Penguins this year a lot, and I covered some of the AHLers, like, I actually kind of have that recollection of who was who. He said Montreal does not shoot much. I don't think they can win like that versus this team. Shoot the puck, you never know. Yeah, you get the lucky bounces. But also, when you shoot the puck, sometimes you'll also end up, you know what I mean? And also, Carolina just dominates games. They find a way to dominate games to force teams to have to play that way. That puck going to be iced by Toronto. And you can beat Carolina like that. You just got to make sure that you capitalize when you do get the puck. So we'll see.
Do you think Wilkes-Barre Scranton's going to score another goal in this game?
I think they will. We have time.
You think so?
They got plenty of time. So waiting on the draw here, going to be won by the Marlies, near side, into the neutral zone. The Penguins going to try and get it back. Out to the near side now, over to Ville Koivunen. Into the offensive end, he sends it to the far sideboard, driving in, shot! Not going to go. It does look bad on the score sheet, but I don't care. I don't care if I look bad on the score sheet if I only get 5 shots in a game. If I win 5-0, because all my shots went in. You know what I mean? It's not realistic, but, you know. All that matters is the win. The shots, yes, you want the shot numbers to be big, but, like, it's not as important.
Well, I don't know about that.
We'll see, though. Ville Koivunen up on into the offensive end.
That tells you that your defense is not that great.
What, if you don't have a high shot number?
If the other team has a high shot number on you.
But also, it could just be their offense is like incredible because Carolina has that type of offense. They take it away a lot and heave it on net a lot. They're accurate shooters in terms of getting it to the net. They're not accurate in terms of placing it specific places. You know what I mean? That's the difference. Because Carolina is a really strong team when it comes to generating opportunities to take shots, but not necessarily the most quality shots. But we'll see. The Penguins going to have a face-off in their own end to the left of Sergei Murashov. Because I believe that's Murashov out there. He's been the goalie all playoffs, so. Here we go to the far side. The Marlies taking it up, top of the zone. Shot. Not going to make it there. Nice use of the body for the block, but he's hurt. He is hurt and slow to get up. Who is that? I couldn't see that number. Oh, no. The Penguins are going to be without a player. I couldn't catch the number on him. But he was in a lot of pain. He's still in a lot of pain on the bench. And the Marlies, a quick shot, not going to go. Over to the far side, into the near side boards. Launching it up to the offensive end, taken back down low by the Penguins out of their own end. Working it around now towards the far side. Penguins trying to find somewhere to go with it. To the far side now into the neutral zone. Launching it to the offensive end. Excuse me. Launching it to the near side now, driving in McGroarty! What a chance! He scores! He scores! Rutger McGroarty!
Maybe.
Yeah, he flipped it off the goalie. The goalie came out of his crease a little bit on an attempt to dive.
Okay, now they should have switched it. Okay,
It takes them time. They're not NHL professional level people, Dad. They're professionals.
How did that? I can't even see too much on this.
Watch. McGroarty works it behind and flips it in off of the goalie. He hits the goalie's skate to put it in.
Give me a closer angle. Give me a closer angle.
Right there. McGroarty has it down low and plays it in off the goalie. He played it in off the goalie. What a save, or what a shot there. That is the one problem with the AHL and ECHL. Is by nature that they're not NHL. They don't have close-up angles, and they don't have as many cameras. They don't have the best angles to work with. It's just the nature of the sport, you know. It's on flow hockey for a reason. It's not the biggest, you know what I mean? Well, we'll see. Puck control on face-off
sometimes
station
the people
game.
on there are not the brightest, right? Oh!
Oh, man.
Woo!
Dad's opinions are not my own, and that guy is hogging the TV spotlight. He knows he's on TV. That guy is sitting there, he's like, yeah, I know I'm on TV. Man.
Craig thinks, hey, I like Craig.
Oh my gosh.
Look at Craig's comment.
I see it. Read it out. Read it out.
Like
Read it
mine.
Out. Read it out.
I think this game is over. Like mine.
Oh, man. Awful minds think alike. Oh, man. But the Penguins moving it near side out of their own end. Through center into the offensive end with speed. Not able to fully control it, though. And the Marlies get it back to the near side. Taken back by the Penguins. Down low. Looking for some help near side. Top of the zone. Sending it around now from the point. Shot. Redirected chance. Can they get it in? Not quite. To the far side, Ville Koivunen. Playing it along the boards. Taken back by the Marlies. Back on in behind their own net with some room. Taking that puck to the near side. It's the Marlies. Up through center. What do you think, Bagel? Played in behind the Penguins' net. And ready to work it out the far side. The Penguins up through now to the near side, the Marlies. Bagel.
Stop him!
Now top of the zone, the Marlies trying to get to the point.
No!
Sending it, shot. Not going to go into the far
Come
corner.
on, do something, you idiots.
Bagel.
Go soak your head.
Oh my gosh. Here we go, down low behind the net, far side. It's the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Sending it on net, not going to get there. Out to the far side boards again, sending it now near side. And going to be taken back. Working down low, now top of the zone. Wing to the far side. Shot, not going to go. Nice chance on a rebound, not able to connect again. And that puck going to be moved along the far side boards, and it's the Marlies up through center. Over to the near side, offensive end, driving in, shot going to go behind Miroshov to the far side. The Penguins back on it again. At our next break in the action, Dad, I am going to run real quick and get some water. I'm going to make some liquid IV. So if you can kind of cover for me. As it's the Marlies to the near side, going to move it on up through center, clearing it out, no icing. Chasing it down now to the near side, here comes Wilkes-Barre with the puck. Up through center, off McGroarty, and the Marlies get it back. Far side chance, not going to go. Over to the near side again, the Penguins back on it. Sending it through center, into the offensive end, looking for some help, down low, looking, sends to McGroarty, not going to go. Top of the zone, cleared out again. Feels like they got control of momentum. Oh, absolutely. The Penguins are feeling like, yeah, they're having some moments of poor puck control and giving it up to the Marlies, but overall, they're generating more chances than they're giving up. But that don't matter. What matters is the score sheet. Back down to the near corner, it's the Marlies, sending it around top of the zone, and going to be into the neutral zone, cleared out, the Marlies out of their own end. Working with it now to the near side. Up on into the neutral zone to the offensive end. Chased down to the near side. Miroshov sends it to the far. And along the boards up through center. Taken back by Toronto. Over to the near side. Moving it on up. Into the offensive end. Played by Miroshov. Leaves it to the far side. And the Penguins trying to move it back and around near side. Here, pin drop Montreal. I can imagine. All the energy got sucked out of Montreal.
It depends on what the Montreal. If they could get a quick goal at the beginning of the second, you get back into it. Then you're gonna get.
Well, you need that to get the crowd back into it.
Yeah.
Right now, the crowd's a non-factor.
That's what I said. Is that if you get that in, then you'll start to hear some of that. But if Carolina scores first in the second period, then you're going to have...
That's the difference. Dan Kingerski breaking down this Penguins game beautifully. This game is all WBS. They're getting the chances, but they're first chances. Lots of second pucks, but not many second chances. That's what we're seeing in this game. As that puck is cleared out to the far side, Toronto going to take it back towards the near side. For Wilkes-Barre to take it back up the near side boards. Into the neutral zone. Man. So, towards the near side, Ville Koivunen with the puck. Sending it wing to the far side. We have gone a long time without a single whistle in this game. We've got at least 5 minutes without a whistle. Over to the near side corner, taken back by the Penguins. Ready to move it on up through center. Into the offensive end, far side, spills out, shot, not gonna go. Again, far side boards. Here comes Toronto. At center ice with the puck. Passing back, trying to create some room. NBA game today, that is correct. Because the Knicks had to be spoilers and win in a sweep. But now to the near side, it's going to be taken back into the offensive end by the Marlies. Not going to go on the shot. Over to the far side, the Penguins getting it back. Over to the near side, chasing it down and up along the boards. Into the offensive end, near side corner. Oh my word. We're going a long time without a whistle in this game. Man, even contention makes for a fun, fast game. Oh, absolutely. I'm just looking for a chance to run and grab some water so I can get some liquid IV. And this game, we're getting ready for the second period in the Montreal game as well.
Well, why don't you go on up and get some liquid IV then?
Oh, that's cool, because we might be getting a whistle here pretty soon.
You would think, but you don't know.
Yeah. But now working it, and now we get the whistle. Told ya. So I will be right back. Dad's going to cover the action real quick. Well, I grab me some liquid IV because I need something to give me a boost.
What? Uh-oh. Something's happening here. Oh no, it's just a timeout. It's fine. Get your thing. We shall see what happens here. Holy cow. Yeah, that's done with. Waiting for them to come back from a break here. Yeah, here they come back. 2-2, 6:31 left in the third. They're getting ready for a face-off in the Penguins' end of the rink. To the right of the goaltender. Here we go. Not quite yet. Waiting, 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 waiting. They may be waiting for Jason to come back from getting his water. Who knows? Yep, they are. Wow. Jason, you're very special.
What?
They waited until you got back before they dropped the puck.
They waited that long to drop the... What?
Yeah, they just dropped it. They were waiting for you.
Oh my gosh. I still gotta mix up my my stuff. Ping, ping,
Yeah,
ping,
it's
ping,
fine.
ping, ping, ping.
John, it's fine.
I don't think he cares what you call him.
No. Not too much.
Okay. Liquid IV, this stuff's good. That's one big spoon.
Have they been, MJ?
Huh. Well, we're ready to roll here. Second period action for the Carolina Hurricanes and Montreal Canadiens as well.
Are you talking about the Carolina, the refs in the Carolina Montreal
No, the Wilkes
games?
game.
Okay, I just wanted to see.
So here we go. That is one big spoon, though. A big spoon.
Oh, looks like every guys are gonna.
So there's 15-20 to go in the third period. But now that puck over to the far side, the Montreal Canadiens trying to take it around to the far side to the near. Into the corner, going to be tied up for that puck down low. Jankowski back on it for the Hurricanes. Up through center, taken back to the near side by Montreal. Joe Anderson looking for somewhere to go. Standing in front of the net, nice chance by Denault and frozen up by the Hurricanes.
This is where you can get a difference in Montreal tactic.
What?
at this point. I think at this point, Montreal, instead of trying to get that perfect shot, I think they're just going to fire to try to get that shots, you know.
True.
Because they want to try and get back into the game so they can. Woo!
Nice save by Murashov. So here we go. Top of the zone, sending it towards the net, not able to connect. That's going to be Hudson chasing it down far side. Healer's on him as well. Big collision. Hudson takes a spill to the near side. Working it around. First, 3 goals in the first period of a road playoff game for the first time since 2009 for these Carolina Hurricanes, mind you. And working it around now to the near corner. Top of the zone. Here come the Canadiens with that puck up through center. Into the offensive end.
We've seen this before. Vegas. They were down 3-0.
Yeah, but Montreal ain't no Vegas.
Never know.
Montreal ain't no Vegas. What you doing, Bagel? Bagel.
Oh, I don't think so, MJ. Not this early. That would be a desperation move.
Well, here we go. The Canadiens not able to fully control it. Cleared out by the Hurricanes. He doesn't gonna have Montreal come back 3-1. No. So to the near side, it's going to be Demidov tied up for that puck, taking it out to the far side. Going to move it on up toward center ice. Toward center ice to the near side. And the Hurricanes get it back in towards their offensive end, battling for it at center ice towards the near side. Now Demidov, offensive end over to over to Evans, but we got a whistle anyway. Son of a gun, the Everblades take a 4-2 lead.
Told you that was over. It's over.
You mean like last night? Yeah, no, we're not going to have a repeat of last night.
What?
Let's see. No, Joe was saying, you know what I mean by 3-1, right? So we'll see. Or are you taking a 3-1 series comeback? So Carolina going to try and drive down that, not going to go. And Stankoven sending it around now to the near side. Quick shot for the Canes, not able to go again. Montreal able to clear it out successfully. And now back on in behind the net of Doc. Moving it around towards the far side. Montreal back on it again, up the near side boards. We got Sports Dom with a game over. Well, we'll see. Last night we did see a 3-0 comeback that started in the second period. I don't think we're going to see that again tonight, but we'll see. We'll see. So taking a look here at the Hurricanes, moving it out of their own end. Up the far side, into the offensive end. Jankowski shot wide to the far side, taken back by Robinson. And 3-0 curse breaks when it's 4-0. That is true. That is true. But now around to the far side, the Hurricanes driving the net. Still loose in front of Dobash. And going to be taken out towards the near side. Montreal back on it again with Kirby Doc. Behind the net now to the far side. Back across to the near. Going to launch that puck up through center. And behind the net of Anderson. Moved out towards the far side by Nikishin. Into the offensive end for the Hurricanes. Chasing it down. Going to be played there by Dobash. Centering pass. Gooley is in a lot of pain on the bench, mind you. Go Canucks. Oh, man. So here we go. That puck moved around the near sideboards. And we got a whistle for the offside. Taking a look at Gooley there. He's in a world of pain on the side or on the bench. What you doing, Bagel? He's ignoring me. What you doing, Bagel? Huh? What you doing? Oh, the Scritches, huh? You want to say hello? There you go. So here we go. Neutral zone draw.
Oh, God.
And the Marlies take a 3-2 lead.
Game over.
With 1:36 to go. Oh, boy. These logos are both red ovals. That they are. They are ovals with red in them. But now over to the near side. The Hurricanes going to chase it down out of their own end. And up through center. Taken back by the stick of Matheson. Up on into the far side. Boards back and behind the net. Slave into the near side. Over to Aho. Carolina clearing the zone. Into the offensive end. Working it around. Jackson Blake needing some help. Over to the near side. Gonna get it over to Miller. Over to Blake. Shot. Not gonna go. Over to the near side. Miller sends it down again. Over to the near side. Stankoven with a shot. Gonna be taken away. Pickpocketed there. Up on into the offensive end goes Matheson. Looking for some help. And gonna send it to the far side. And now to the near corner. Tied up for that puck. Coming over to the near side. Wing to the far. It's going to be the Carolina Hurricanes. Up through center. And towards the near side they go. Into the offensive end. Passing behind Jake Evans. Over to the far side. Moving it on up. Here come the Canadiens. Into the offensive end. Near side Slavkovsky. With a chance shot. Easy block. Easy blocks. And going to be moved up into the offensive end. Taylor Hall needing some help. Trying to hit Robinson. Tied up along the far side boards. Now back on down low behind the net. Near side over to Slavin. Shot. Not going to go. Now around the near side again. You know what else is an oval? The Office. Over to the far side. It's the Canadiens out of their own end. What you doing? So now down into the corner. What you doing, huh? You clinging on. Yeah. So tied up into that corner. Now going to get moved on up into the center ice area. To the far side, Newhook. Going to send it down to the corner. Carolina quickly able to clear it out again. I heard some Toronto fans joking about saying Montreal's logo looks like a toilet seat. Yeah, it does. It does. It looks like mandated public toilet seats, the ones that have the opening in front. Yeah, huh? Isn't that right, Bagel? Isn't that right? That's what happened. Gooley got checked over the boards. Wow. That was how he ended up there. Well, let's take a minute to take a look real quick at our scoreboard for the MLB.
50-0.
So nothing new there. Again, these games went final earlier. Take a look at our one here. 10-4 in the 8th inning. Cubs over the Pirates. The Orioles laying a smackdown. The White Sox laying a smackdown. Same with the Red Sox. And then nothing really new over here.
The Florida Everglades are gonna
5-2. Oh my word!
I don't think Wheelers are gonna win a game.
They got game 4 in West Banco, so
That hasn't helped them.
well, we'll see. Go with the Go Phillies. Philly sucks. Philly sucks. Philly sucks. Philly sucks, huh? Isn't that right, Bagel?
Yep, then
Isn't that right?
Wilkes-Barre Scranton Pens are going to lose too.
Down by 2, 47 seconds to go. It's not over yet.
It's open. It's open. They got a empty netter.
Just because they got an empty netter does not mean the game's over. They're only down 2. With 40 seconds to go. It's possible. Penguins scored 3 times in 40 seconds. Man. I want the Everblades versus the Penguins, but I want the Penguins versus the Marlies. Huh. Man. So a big fight breaking out in the Marlies-Penguins game. Back on in behind the net. Toronto wanting a piece of the Penguins. In a big way. What you doing, Bagel? What you doing? What you looking at, huh? Man, when they face the Dodgers, yes. When they face the Padres, go Philly. Oh, man. When Philly faces anyone, Philly sucks. Now it's the ECHL, so that would be versus Everblades? Yes. Yes, it's Nailers versus Everblades. Another fight trying to break out. They're trying to get a piece of Avery Hayes. The Marlins are wanting a piece of everybody. How ironic. They're the ones leading 4-2, and they're wanting a piece of everybody. Yeah, you give me the paw. You guys just see a paw. You guys see a paw and a head on the stream. What you doing, Bagel? So here we go to the near side. The Hurricanes trying to move that puck out of the zone. And now into the offensive end. Working it around near side from Aho. Top of the zone. Shot by Svechnikov. Not going to go.
I mean, the Penguins got to them gone, but did Toronto get anybody?
I don't know. I mean, I would think with a late attempt at trying to get to a fight, maybe you would see one, but... Welcome back, Alex. Let me see, Let me see. So behind the net near side, the Canadiens trying to move that puck out of the zone. Over towards the far side boards. And it's going to be Toronto going wing to, or not Toronto, Montreal. Going wing to wing up on into the offensive end near side boards. And going to be taken out towards the far side. Gostisbehere. Up through center on a pass, taken back by the Canadiens. Up through the near side boards, up through center. And into the offensive end they'll go, driving it on down. Shot not going to connect. Top of the zone, Gostisbehere with a chance. A shot denied. Out to the far side boards again. It's going to be taken by the Canadiens. Briefly. And going to be tied up into the corner. Moving it around towards the near side. Montreal on it. Getting it out of their own end with a chance. Up through the near side. And Carolina sends it back into the offensive end. Dobesh on the save, or on the little save there, and he's going to freeze it up. Man. We'll see. Carolina Hurricanes defenseman, no goals, 2 assists, 10 shots in games 1 and 2. Games 3 and 4. 1 goal, 4 assists, 19 shots. 3 assists tonight, by the way. So, man. Let's go, Los Angeles Dodgers, go. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Over to the near side boards. Gonna be cleared on up. The Canadiens sending it into the offensive end, chasing it down. And gonna move it out the near side. Up at center. Dobson goes wing to wing. Over to Denault. Back into his own end. Going to send it around the near side boards again. Over to the far side. Up into the offensive end for Carolina. Taken back by Dobson behind his own net to the far side boards. Trying to move that puck around, out to the outside, up through center. To the near side, offensive end, going to be taken back into the near corner, chasing it out, beating out any call. Into to the far side. Sending it down behind the net. Centering pass in front of Anderson, not going to get a shot off. Nice takeaway there by the Hurricanes. Out the far side, into the offensive end they go. Working it around behind the net of the goalie, Dobesh. And now to the far side they go. To move it on up. And clear it out towards Fredier, who's going to play it now to the far, towards the near side. Taken back by Montreal, but Carolina quickly gets that puck back. Clearing it up. And no icing. Struble gets to it before the red line. Getting ready to move it back in behind his own net, trying to create some room. And all of that, Toronto ends up on a 5-minute power play. All that, they get a 5-minute major. Wow. But here we go. The Hurricanes. That puck gets cleared out on them. They got to chase it down. Working it around towards the far side. That's going to be over towards the near side now. That's going to be from Chatfield. Into the offensive end. Jarvis shot. Going to go wide of the net. And puck goes out of play.
But there's not that much left, is there?
No. It was like 40 or 30 seconds when they got the 5-minute major.
Okay.
But they had to review the penalty for technicality. Because otherwise, let's say Toronto gets a goal with 10 seconds into the power play. Does the player come out on the ice or not? You know what I mean? But it's official. Wilkes-Barre does take the L 4-2 tonight.
But the problem is, did they have any game misconduct so they lose some people next game?
Game misconducts only apply, they only get you out of that game. So, now you got the Wheeling Nailers.
They're gone. They're dead.
Would it kill you to be positive for 2 seconds in your life?
Carolina's going to win.
Involving a team you actually have stake in? Oh my gosh.
Steelers going to probably have a good year this year. How's that?
Oh my gosh. There we go. That hits the spot. But the Nailers down by 3 with 6.5 to go. I think 5s and majors are always reviewed. Double minor calls are can be reviewable. 2 minutes are not reviewable. Yeah, minor 2 minute single minor is not reviewable. Double minors or majors are. But they had to review any 5-minute major because it's protocol. By the way, Montreal 5 comeback wins this postseason. And here we go. Over to the far side, top of the zone. Carolina driving on into the net, not going to connect. Back on in behind the net towards the near side, centering, taken back by the Canadiens. Down low. Along the boards near side, up through center. They'll be taken out now towards the far side and going to be gloved by Dobesh. Okay. Yo, what's good, Alex? The Sabres fan. I hate watching this series. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So I take it you're on the Vegas bandwagon? Okay. Can you pass me my comment hat, please, Dad? Hear that, or I'm going the rest of the stream without a hat. I'm tired of the Velcro. I love the hat, but the Velcro is just annoying as can be. Sometimes the ref missed something or unsure. Something's a 2 or a 4 or a 5. They huddle and call it a 5-minute major or double minor. That way it can be exactly. They'll usually call it a 5-minute major and then review it if they are unsure. So Montreal going to move that puck up through center. Into the offensive end, Jake Evans down into the near corner. Looking to move it around. Down low. Over towards the near side. Trying to take it out now over to the far side. It's going to be the Canadiens. With the puck. Up the far side boards. 8.5 to go. In the period here. And that puck gets cleared out by the Hurricanes. Montreal with it out of their own end. Over to the near side from Slavkovsky. Moving it on up in towards the offensive end, but Carolina rips it away now with speed. Sebastian Aho looking for some help. It's actually not. It's actually Ehlers, my bad. Over to the near side, sends it back on in behind the net towards the far side. Tied up along those boards. And it's going to be behind the net now towards the near side. Over to the far, trying to get it in front. Not able to punch it in. Back down low. It's going to be from Texier to the near side. Taking back Jordan Stahl. Behind the net, out to the far side, working it around top of the zone. With that puck now over to the near side from Gostisbehere. With it down low now. A Hurricane is down. There's the whistle. Ehlers is down. Checking himself. He's looking for a high stick. We'll see if they're going to award it to him. He's looking for a high stick. I didn't see it, but the refs are going to huddle here. Oh, did Eichel getting another cup after leaving us? No. True Vegas. After he got eliminated, I'm not really excited to see who's getting crowned. Only heartbroken.
Wait a minute. What the heck? Oh, man. Cross-check. Right in the face.
Yeah, cross-check, stick to the face. He checked himself for blood, so I don't think he saw any. So it would just be a 2-minute minor. If they end up calling a penalty. So they are reviewing it. An official review on the penalty here. They probably called it a 5-minute major so they could review it. Because you can review a 5-minute major down to a double minor, down to a single minor, or down to no penalty at all.
That's definitely.
Now, that's definitely a penalty. The question is it going to be a 2, 4, or 5? It could be a 4 because he got him up high. Is it going to be 2 or 4? 2 minutes.
Cross-checking.
I was thinking it was going to be 2. I wouldn't have disagreed with 4, but my initial thought was 2. Marty St. Louis, you got bailed out, man. He's like, what you mean my team gets a penalty? What you mean my team gets a penalty? We did nothing wrong. Yeah, because you can just, you know, in hockey, I could just do this to dad. Bonk. No penalty. Oh my gosh. You know how stupid you sound, Marty St. Louis? Carolina gets the power play. 2 minutes. They don't normally do 5. My thought was maybe with him going up high, intentionally high, they might have gotten him on a double. But that would have been a stretch. I was thinking 2. So here we go. When's Wheeling going to pull the goalie? They have 4 minutes to go. When does Gauthier get the pull? We'll see. But taking a look here. 1:52 to go on the power play.
And they're in serious trouble, Wheeling. They gotta win the rest of the game.
Reverse sweep. Reverse sweep.
They gotta at least win a game. They gotta figure out how to win a game.
So here we go. Looking at Sebastian Aho there. And ready to roll. Face off going to be to the left of Dobesh. So waiting on the draw here. Going to be battled for, won by the Canes. Top of the zone. That could be 2 minutes for interference. Because literally Montreal is... There's the penalty. Penalty on Denault. Going to get 2 for interference. As he was literally pinning Stahl down. He's like, me? What did I do? You can't pin your opponent down.
And stay on top of him.
Like, he literally... They fell on each other, and then he just stayed there like a sack of potatoes. Look at that. He kept on pushing and pinning him down.
No, that's what he did right there. Look at that cross-check right there.
A cross-check, and then he kept pinning him down as well. So it could have been interference, or it could have been...
Cross-check. Because I saw him go like this.
Okay, it was either cross-check or interference. One of the two, but either way... You can't say, what did I do wrong? Oh my gosh. Man, these Canadians really are just a bunch of dunces, aren't they? Not all Canadians, but these Canadians.
This could set the...
Yeah, 5-on-3. You better score on this if you're Carolina. Put the dagger through the heart. So top of the zone, working it on Dobesh.
Montreal's okay with them just going all the way across there, not doing any...
Yeah.
Not shooting.
Montreal trying to play a nice, strong three-man bubble. That's all they got. And we got a whistle. Not sure what that whistle's all about, but we do got a whistle. Yeah. Right there, he cross-checks him down, and then he literally freaking tried to hump Jordan Stahl. Did you see that move? He's like, oh. Oh, man, I never watched I haven't watched K-Pop Demon Hunter. Not really my style. But here we go. Face off now to the right of Dobesh. 109 to go in the 5-on-3. Going to be battled for and one towards the near side boards. Aho gets it down low. Centering out to the far side for Ehlers with that puck. Top of the zone, Gostisbehere. Over to Aho. Aho to the far side. Pass intercepted and cleared out by Montreal.
Montreal just is screwed up.
What? Wheeling never pulled their goalie. Wheeling never pulled their goalie.
Maybe they didn't have a chance.
Well, now it's 2 minutes to go. It's too late to pull the goalie when you're down by 3. I mean, you still do it, but, like, you're not going to come back.
Oh, man.
And that puck cleared out again by Montreal. Well, I don't know if it's that or if Carolina's just playing a bit more let the game come to us.
No, their passing is their passing is horrid in this thing.
Hell, we'll see. Keandre Miller to the near side. Back up top for Miller. Working around the near side for Aho. Centering over to the far side again. 16 more seconds of power play time towards the near side down low. Back on over to the near side. Pass centering. Not going to go to the far side boards again. Driving it near side. Shot for Aho. Not going to go. And that puck is going to be taken back by Montreal, and they're going to clear it out to end the power play. It's the center ice back into their own end. Working with it now over to the near side. Into the offensive end, working it around now for Suzuki. Shot. Rebound goes wide to the far side. Along the boards, Carolina getting it back up through center. Over to the far side boards into the offensive end, passing it back, trying to create some space. Into the corner, far side, taken by the Canes. Aho on the shot, going to be denied nicely. Nicely off of the body there of Dobesh. But over to the far side boards they go with that puck. Driving the net and saved by Jacob Dobesh. He's going to dish out a hit on Carrier for going behind him in his own crease. So they're stepping away for a commercial here. Which gives us enough time to look back at the Wheeling Nailers game, which, yeah. 95 seconds to go. Wheeling's down by 3. Now you're pushing it. Now you're pushing your luck. Isn't that right, Bagel? So we'll see. Wheeling's going to be on a power play. That was a nasty hit on the far side boards. Watch if they show a replay of this.
Yeah, I saw it.
Wow.
Doesn't matter. Florida could be a 5-on-3. They're not going to matter. Just going to get the rest of it.
No, it'll be 6-on-3. You pull the goalie.
6-on-3.
Get the extra attacker. This is where you pull the goalie if you're Wheeling. Right here is where you pull the goalie. The big question is it a double minor or a single minor? If it's a double...
No, it's a single.
It is single. I wasn't sure if it was a double. I don't know. I wasn't sure if there was blood or not on the hook. Which means you can only get 1 goal out of this, but you start 6-on-5 or 6-on-4. What you doing, Bagel? Huh?
You just gotta play for that next game, where you gotta win at all costs. You know?
Yeah. What you doing, Bagel, huh? You resting in the hand. You want up here? You want to be a lapdog? And they didn't pull the goalie. That tells you right there Wheeling's given up. They didn't pull the goalie right off the riff. What, you want up here? I can bring you up here. Bagel.
Can't see.
Oh. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, we got the bagels. So here we go. We are back in the Hurricanes game. Working it around towards the far side. Alex says hello, Bagel. And here we go. Carolina driving the net. Not going to go.
Carolina get out of this with the 3-0 lead.
I think so.
If they can do that, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Montreal.
A lot of pressure on Montreal. Yeah, you want to come on all the way up? Come on. All the way up, Bagel. So here we go. Slavin with the puck. Up on into the offensive end. He sends it. And there's the official win for the Everblades.
They could actually, next game, they could go for a sweep.
Yep. Well, here we go. Stall into the offensive end for the Hurricanes.
Just like Toronto could go for a sweep on Wilkes-Barre, Scranton.
It's only one game.
Well, they have the ability to do the sweep now. That's Wilkes-Barre, Scranton can't.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
The biggest technicality ever. Here we go. Big collision behind the net, over to the far side.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, they always do that. But top of the zone, the Canadiens trying to drive it into the net of Freddie Anderson. Working around far side, Carolina gets it back. Gonna move it on up. Hi, Bagel. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. You can come all the way up. So Carolina going to work out towards the offensive end, taken back by Mike Matheson. Out to the far side boards. Montreal gets it back. Into the offensive end, near side, working with it Suzuki, down low, into the corner. Moving it up along the boards, up to the point, sending it on net, denied by Anderson. Rebound chance, not going to go. The fans thought they had a goal for a second, but no beans, no dice. And a nice save by Anderson.
You gonna respond to Alex?
How you doing, Bagel, huh? How you doing? Oh, you doing good. Huh? Are you doing good? Yeah. So good. So
what
good.
What do you do if you're Montreal? Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
They're getting chippy.
Oh, of course they are.
But if you're Montreal, and if this continues on and loses, you start Dobush in next game?
I made the goalie change. You need a spark. You need a spark. Want to be a lapdog? Do you want to lapdog? You're staring at me, huh? I'm staring right back at you. Something you want, huh? Hmm? Hmm?
Oh, wow! That was almost a goal.
And Anderson, I did not, but we got 3 fights breaking out here.
Watch this.
Including a big scrum into the corner. Wow. Ehlers getting back into that after losing his helmet. Everybody wanting a piece of everything. Oh my word.
Maybe they have this replay, you'll see.
And Chatfield getting back in again on his fight.
Now I'm tempted to.
Wow. Go ahead and pull something up over here real quick. We'll see what all these penalties are. Let me see here. All of that, and Anderson's the only one that gets a pass. Oh my gosh, I bit my tongue.
Watch this.
I bit my tongue.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, that was almost a goal. Wow. All that, and it was only one penalty. Hey, Bagel. You want to be a lapdog? Here. Come on. All the way up. Gotta come all the way up here, Bagel. You gotta be lapdog. Come on.
There we go. It's
Come on.
gonna be done.
Come on. Bagel, you can come up here. Okay. There you go, Bagel. There you go. Good lapdog. Huh. So, here we go. Up to the top of the zone, Carolina sending it on down into the offensive end, working with that puck. It almost looks like Bagel's calling the game right now because you can't see my face. Working it around now over to the far side boards. Carolina up to the point, trying to drive it on into the net. Over to the near side, top of the zone, and cleared out by Montreal. Yeah, Bagel's calling the game, huh? Is it Bagel calling the game? So here we go, up through center, the Carolina Hurricanes into the offensive end, and they go. Working that puck shot, going to go in front of the net to the near sideboards again. Cleared on out by Montreal. Carolina going to get it back into their own end. Over to the near side, going to pass it around, and the puck goes taken down by Aho. Behind his own net. 49 seconds of power play time to go for Carolina. We got 35 seconds of time to go in the period. Working it around now over to the near side. About 8 seconds difference between power play and game. They'll carry about 8 seconds of power play time into the third period. Assuming they don't score here. 8 to 9 seconds. We got a whistle though. Yeah, is Bagel calling the game, huh? Yeah, look at the stream data. It almost looks like Bagel's calling the game. Yeah, you're not right, Bagel. So we'll see. That puck ended up in the bench. Gonna stank over. Looks like he's all good. Neutral zone draw. Carolina Hurricanes versus Vegas Golden Knights. Stanley Cup Final Game 1. We'll see. We'll see. It looks very possible. So here we go. Over to the near side. It's Evans. Into the offensive end he goes. Trying to send it on net. Taken back by the Hurricanes. Out of their own end near side on the power play. Now going to move it on up through center. Towards the offensive end goes Aho. Taken back by the Canadiens with 6 seconds to go in the period. Out to the far side. Nice chance by Gauchespierre getting that puck back.
Could be, John.
Going to go out all the way out, and that takes us to the end of the second period with the score. The Carolina Hurricanes 3, the Montreal Canadiens nothing. 24 shots on goal for Carolina, 15 for Montreal.
John says Montreal needs a spark, a goal, pull goalie change, a fight, something to get the energy up.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And Alex says, Dog Carolina Hurricanes versus Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup Final Game 1.
Yes. Yeah. You can lie all the way down, Bagel. That's fine. Yeah. There you go. That's how we do this. There you go. Yeah. What you doing, huh? What you doing? You being the lap dog. The lap bagel. The lap beagle, huh? Yeah, the lap beagle. What are you doing, huh? You goofy?
And the Pirates are now back in last place. Yay!
Hey, I'd rather be last in the NL Central than last in any other division in baseball.
So last year out of the wild card.
But it shows improvement.
Wow, you could be out of it and improve by one game, and you're saying it was a success. a successful year for the Pirates, huh?
I'm saying that they are, while they might not be in a wild card spot, they are fighting in a very tight division that is like the best division in baseball right now. You know what I mean? There's a big difference between being in last place in a division where the spread of teams.
Yes, John. They're all above 500.
Exactly. Better than being last place in a division where everybody's below 500. Looking at you, Pacific Division in the NHL. Wouldn't you rather be last place in the Metropolitan than last place in the Pacific this year? Huh?
Does it matter if you're not gonna get to that playoff position?
But it doesn't have to be a this year thing necessarily. As long as you prove that you're going to be competing. That whole NL Central could be honing in on a bid.
You're talking about the Pirates' ownership. They're gonna let everybody walk. That's the way they are.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Where are you off to? You going back down? Last time you said that, you weren't. You abandoned us. Yeah, last time you said maybe, you abandoned us. So maybe it's a no. Let's take a look at X, see if we got any news over there. Oh, we got a little bit of time here. Let's see. Let us see. Man. I'm gonna take a look here. Are you kidding me? There is no way. There is no freaking way. What? This is not the official White House account. There is no way this is the official White House account. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. That's too funny. If this is actually, like, legit, the White House just posted out, today we remember a legend. On this day in history, Harambe would have celebrated another birthday. An icon that became part of internet history, American culture, and an entire generation's timeline. Tomorrow marks 10 years since we lost him. 10 years since the moment the world stopped scrolling and collectively mourned something bigger than a meme. He became a symbol of loyalty, strength, chaos, unity, and the strange beauty of the internet, bringing millions of people together for one cause. Never forgetting Harambe. Everyone remembers where they were when they heard the news. And somehow, a decade later, his legacy still lives on. Gone but never forgotten. Rest easy to a true patriot. Oh my gosh. That is too funny. That is too funny. The Twitter account at White House, named The White House, just posted a remembrance post for Harambe. Oh my word. Wow. Wow. That is kind of crazy though. Okay. Taking a look here. Oh, a Toledo Walleye player is retiring. Huh. Okay. Let me see. Just trying to take a look-see here. Okay. But yeah. Just trying to take a look-see on X, see if we got any other news, anything worthy. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Oh, Trump's saying he's going to go to one of the Knicks playoff game or one of the Knicks finals games. Huh. Oh man. Young Hoku signed to the Jets. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, just kind of taking a look again here. Oh man. But yeah. Overall, though, this game has been all Carolina. It has been all Carolina. It's not even been close. Montreal needs us now. That energy pregame, I think it's all gone now. The energy's worn off in Montreal, man. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Okay, just kind of taking a look-see. Might not be officially announced. The all NHL teams are expected to debut a hometown remix next season. So we'll see what the Blue Jackets could do. It's an interesting concept for the Blue Jackets, potential hometown remix. Yes, sir. OKC versus San Antonio. Yes, sir. Tomorrow night. Okay. Let us see. Man. Okay. But yeah, just kind of taking a look, eh? Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Ooh, that's a big question. Is the MLB logo a righty or a lefty? It could be either. It could be either. 2D silhouette. You see, it could be a righty, or it could be a lefty. We can't tell. Right? Can we tell? Hold on. The thumb is vertical. The thumb is up. If you do this, the thumb is still up. The thumb's always going to be on the inside. So yeah, it could be either way. Could be either way. Okay. Oh my gosh, this TikTok is so right. It is so right. The stages of being in a hotel. That is so true. That is so true. Okay. Man. Montreal Canadiens and the Carolina Hurricanes, yes sir, getting ready to get going here in the third period in a few minutes. In a few minutes. Okay. But yeah. Just seeing here. Oh man. So we're getting ready here. Third period. Gonna begin in a few minutes. Okay, so according to Sinbin Vegas, okay. So according to Sinbin Vegas, we have some some understanding of potential schedules. The earliest it looks like we could start if the Eastern Conference Final ends in 5 games, meaning a Carolina win tonight and a Carolina win on Friday, then we're talking June 2nd, 4th, 6th, 9th, 11th, 14th, and 17th. If it ends in 6 or 7 games, we're talking the 4th, 6th, 9th, 11th, 14th, 17th, 20th. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So, all right. That is kind of crazy, though. Oh, man. So it looks like either way, Vegas is going to be the visiting team. So, which would be kind of crazy if Montreal wins. They would have gone and had no home ice advantage until the Stanley Cup Finals. That's good, RFK. Oh, man. But yeah. Just kind of taking a look here. We have potential leaks on Stanley Cup Finals. So we'll have to see. Man, go Habs. Oh, man. But yeah. We're just kind of taking a look on X, see if we got any other news. Okay. But yeah, we're getting close here. Just a little bit away till the third period. What's the stream tomorrow? So tomorrow, actually, we're starting the Bible study on Thursdays tomorrow night. So we're going to be doing a maybe an NHL Slapshot stream. Friday is, it all depends on if I'm doing anything with the guys. If I'm doing something with some of the guys, then again, it might be another later kind of chill stream. I've been debating starting up a Minecraft world as well and doing that once every couple weeks. I don't know. Eventually, at some point soon, me and a buddy are going to be doing a Pokemon challenge as well. So I can see, I need to communicate with him and see what the schedule looks like for that. If not tomorrow, so yeah. So I had a Wednesday night Bible study that was every other Wednesday. That wrapped up for the spring. It goes in 2 semesters, a spring and a fall, right? Because our church does, like, you know, fall life groups and spring life groups. So that one that's tied to the church just wrapped up. But there's a Bible study that's not tied to a church. There's a bunch of guys I went to high school with, and we get together. And it was on Fridays. Now we're moving it to Thursdays so that we can maybe hang out on some Fridays and just chill on Fridays and then do our study on Thursdays. And we're moving it to Thursdays this week. So we'll see. The power play does end for Carolina. They did have 8 seconds of power play time, but Carolina gets it out of their own end. We go year-round on Wednesdays. Yeah, like, the thing is, like, the Friday night one looks like it is a year-round study. But the one that's tied to the church, our church does 2 semesters worth of life groups. They do breaks in the summers and breaks on winter. Which makes sense, because in the summer, a lot of people are going to be out and about, you know, leaving, going out, vacations, that kind of stuff. So we'll see here. Neutralized zone draw going to be won by the Canadiens over to the far side. I do not play Dragon City. But we're going to do maybe an NHL goalie slapshot stream tomorrow night. Maybe. It all depends on how late I'm out. And then, again, Friday is going to be up in the air. Depends on what's going on, if anything. You know. So, we'll see. We'll see. But over to the near side, that puck gets cleared out. And that puck can be taken by the Canadiens out of their own end. Up through the offensive end. Now going to be moved around over towards the near side boards again. The Carolina Hurricanes getting that puck cleared up. Montreal has to take it back to their own end off the stick of Carrier to the far side and back again. Over towards the near side. That's going to be moving it up through the near side boards to Suzuki. Into the offensive end. Chasing it down on the near side. Suzuki centering. Not going to go. Over towards the near side again. Trying to move that puck around the boards down low. Keandre Miller over to the far side. Sending it out. And it's going to be taken back by the Canadiens. No icing. Going to be taken by Struble. With that puck out of his own end over towards the near side. Through center into the offensive end. And it's going to be a Montreal icing. Okay. So let's see. Let me see. So, waiting on the draw here. Going to be over to the left of the goalie Dobesh. And that puck can be moved around the near side boards, down low. Over towards the far side. Taylor Hall going to try and move it on out. And now towards the far side. Chance in front for Carolina, not able to go. That puck going to be moved around the far side boards again, down low towards the near side. Out to the far side board, Stankoven with the puck, centering shot, not going to go. All right. So we'll see here. Oh, man. Let me see here. Okay. That's cool. YouTube gives you all these insights nowadays on your analytics page, bro. That's freaking awesome. But taking a look now as that puck gets moved out to the far side, up through center into the offensive end, working it around the far side boards. Gonna send it on net, not gonna go. Backing around to the far side, that puck gets moved up top of the zone near side, driving it in again to Dobson. Shot for the Canadiens, not gonna go. Carolina back on that puck, moving it around the near side boards. Man. But by the way, I have been working on new graphics packages. I finished up the NFL graphics package. I finished up the NHL graphics package. The MLB graphics package is done. And I started work on the NBA graphics package. So we are working on a bunch of things on the back end for these streams. Is what true, RFK? Is what true? As the Canadiens moving it out the far side. Up through center. And gonna chase it down to the near side. Chatfield gonna go ahead and clear it on out. Up to the near side, top of the zone. Shot by Evans, goes behind the net. Taken by Slavkovsky over towards the far side. Up to the top of the zone, sending it. Not going to go on net, into the neutral zone to the near side. It's going to be taken by Ehlers, going wing to wing in his own end towards the far side. That puck going to get moved on up and into the offensive end they go. Carolina, by the way, 5-0 on the road. Outscoring opponents was like 18 to like 5 or something like that. They've been fantastic on the road. As the Canes driving on down, shot goes wide behind the net. What do you mean, it? I don't know what you're talking about, RFK. I am confuzzled. Oh, shizzle, I'm confuzzled. As it's the Canadiens out of their own end towards the near side. Into the offensive end, going to be taken back by Carolina, trying to move it from their own end to the near side. Moving it, Jackson Blake over to Aho. Is it true? What do you mean? I'm not going to say yes or no until you tell me what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm not going to get suckered in that easy. It is it, but it is not specific. It does not tell me anything. Anything could be an it. This is an it. That's an it. You could be an it. I don't know. That's an it. That's an it. Green's an it. The TV's an it. But that puck gets cleared out by Montreal. Taken back by Chatfield over to the far side. And that puck gonna get cleared on up. It could also be a rumor. I know. I'm not going to get suckered in like that, bro. But here we go. Behind the net. Here come the Montreal Canadiens. Towards the near side. Stretch pass up on into the offensive end. Trying to beat out the icing. They won't. They will not. 14:47 to go here in the period. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick at our MLB scoreboard while we got a little bit of time here. Okay. Man, so that's some of these scores from earlier today here. Kind of passing through these. See if we got anything. The Pirates losing 10-4. White Sox putting up a clinic on the Twins. The Red Sox winning 8-0 on the Braves, getting advantage out or revenge from yesterday. And the Yankees putting BTA again on the Royals. Tigers up 2-0 on the Rockies as well. Taking a look at our NBA scoreboard. scoreboard. We got stuff ready for tomorrow as well. OKC and San Antonio. That's going to be tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We also got it set up for the NHL, but it's quite literally just the same exact scoreboard that we have normally. So, like, there's no point in going here because we got this seat. So, yeah. Here we go. To the near side, the Hurricanes in the offensive end, sending it on down low. Matheson on a minute 30 shift. Everybody else, Suzuki and Caulfield on minute 20 shifts. Now over to the far side. Montreal needing to get changes. Changes. What's good, Jeffrey? How you doing, brother? As that puck gets taken back on in behind the net, over to the far side. Working it around is Jarvis. From the circle he goes. Looking to drive it on in on net towards the near side. Gonna be taking top of the zone. And shot, not gonna go. Matheson on a 2-minute shift. Suzuki and Caulfield on 150. Struble on 115. Demidov on a 45. The Hurricanes are wearing down the Canadiens big time right now. And it's gonna be Aho over to the near side, battling for that possession. Sending it on into the corner near side, tied up for that puck. Matheson on a 2:25 shift. Suzuki and Caulfield, 2:10 plus. Struble 135. Demidov on a minute. Everybody's on a minute plus shift. No icing. That is exactly what Montreal needed. They can finally go for the change they needed. They finally got their changes on and face the rain. Changes. To the near side, taken by Carrier. Cleared out into the neutral zone where Carolina gets it back. Montreal is like not doing anything, so the crowd is still out of it. Yeah, the crowd is not in this game at all. Like, you're not seeing the crowd get real hyper, real oh, or oh. They're just sitting there in silence. And Carolina driving the net of Dobeš again. Oh my word, this is not doing anything. You make macaroni and cheese and banana bread. I'm not really a big mac and cheese guy, nor am I really a big banana bread guy. Well, we finally got the whistle here. Man, what's today's MLB scores? We just took a look at them, but we can flip through them again. We can flip through them again here real quick. Looking back at our MLB scoreboard. These are the some of the early slate games here. Flipping again through our middle of the pack games. And then our ladder games. Oh, you're all good. We also got the MLB, or the NFL. I know there's no logos. I need to put in the graphics package. I transferred the graphics package for the NFL over to myself. So I do have it. I just need to actually take the time to import them, and that might be a tomorrow night kind of thing. The NHL scoreboard is all updated as well. And the NBA scoreboard as well. I got San Antonio, OKC, and the Knicks. I got their graphics done. I have more graphics I need to make tomorrow. So, but those graphics, once those graphics are done, we're gonna be done with graphics for the time being. Everything will be updated. Oh, that's funny, RFK. That's funny. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm late, Jason. I made it. Buckles got killed. Oh, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, what I have now is I now have a single Python program that runs all 4 scoreboards that are printing out to, what is that, 96 plus 48. 96 plus 48, that's going to be 154. It is printing out 150. Oh, wait, no. It is printing out, actually, correction. It is printing out 96 plus 96. That's 192 text files every 15 seconds. On top of my other scoreboards. So I am writing on my computer like 200 text files every 15 seconds. It's crazy. Let's get Doomslayer Dave. Carolina needs to make a full court press for Werenski next season or in 27. That's the piece needed for dynasty levels. Oh, absolutely. As long as Rod Brindamore, and it seems like he's starting to learn it a little bit, he's not over-exaggerating his team. He's not over-pushing. I think he was part of the problem for the longest time because he was over-pushing the guys right from the jump. And saying, you know, how dare you only give 100% and not 150% when we're up by 5 goals with a minute to go in October. So, that was part of the thing as well. I got Caspace and Columbus regressing. Werenski is a perfect player for a Rod system. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That'll be a great fit. It's just a matter of will they pull it off? Will they be able to pull it off? So, how long is he under contract till again? Let me see. Zach Werenski contract. He would become a UFA. Yeah. 26, 27. He becomes a 27, 28 season, he becomes a free agent. Although Columbus has proven that if they're not in the right spot, they're not opposed to doing an interdivision or a trade within the division. Look at the Igor Chinikov trade. You know what I mean? So, we'll have to see. We will have to see. But I mean, it's good to see Carolina finally starting to put things together. They're not out of the series just yet. But I want to be careful how we're saying this. Jack's only getting bones one more season. Well, we'll see. Man. But over to the near side, Demidov trying to work that puck towards the net. Gonna be battled along the boards. Man. But I'm excited to watch this free agency cycle in the NHL, man. There's going to be a lot of motion as Jarvis goes in. A nice save by Dobesh. I'm honestly surprised Dobesh is still in it. Not because Dobesh was doing anything wrong, but because the team needs a jolt. And sometimes a goalie change is all you need to get a jolt. Oh my gosh, that would never happen. You would not catch me dead rooting for Philly. You wouldn't even catch any Philly merch of any kind in my coffin. Because if it's there, I'd rise from the dead and immediately burn it. I mean, these goals weren't even Dobesh's fault tonight. It was just Carolina being, like, elite. So, I'm just saying. I think ultimately right now, I think you need to move Dobesh, even though he's not the problem. But that tells you what they think of Jacob Fowler. That tells you that Marty St. Louis doesn't have as much faith in Jacob Fowler. Which is concerning if Montreal is a one-trick pony at goal. So, that's the question. What do you do? You're getting a bit late now to change the goalie. And you're not going to change him now unless it's unless they give up a goal. As Carolina trying to make that happen to make that decision easier. But not going to go over to the near side again. That puck going to be battled behind the net. Working around now towards the near side from Carrier. Hey, Montembeau, no, it's Jacob Fowler. Jacob Fowler's our second goalie. It's Jacob and Jacob. Call, are you hurt on the job? Call us at Jacob and Jacob, where there's never a fee unless we get money for you. Oh, man. So, we'll see. Man. Oh, yeah, they should have changed it way earlier. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look here. See if we have any other news, anything else. Man. But yeah. Primetime, the Pat McAfee Show, primetime state of sports. Huh. Let's see. That is interesting. They're going to bring in Adam Silver. That is cool. That's go. That went on tonight. They brought on Adam Silver, Rob Manfred, Gary Bettman, Don Garber, Dana White, and Kathy Engelbert, and other surprise guests. Those being commissioners of the NBA, MLB, NHL, MLS, UFC, and WNBA. The only one they didn't get was Goodell. I don't know why it's Fowler. But Jacob Slavin looking like he's going to be hopping over to the bench after being the third highest plus minus among active players in the postseason at plus 44. Well, because of all the because of the Knicks sweeping the Cavs, there's a bunch of primetime spots open. You know, and then Pat McAfee Show brings in all the commissioners together. Talk about the future and all that. Well, we'll see. Over to the far side boards. It's going to be Carrier to the near side again to Denault along the boards. Okay. Man, taking a look here. So a replay of one thing here. Are they showing one of the goals, or is that... It's a long time waiting to show the goal. Oh no, just an incredible effort there to get that puck around Dobesh. Watching you and the Penguins, a raw player in the era. He's a hell of a player, yes sir. That's a good job for Carolina, not falling and taking extra pens, but it was not chippy after the whistles. Yeah, it hasn't been chippy tonight. Like, Montreal feels like they're just a zombie in Michael Jackson's Thriller. You know, they're out there and they're just like, oh, 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 oh. That's the Montreal Canadiens of tonight. They are walking dead. Oh yeah, they needed more energy. You can't let being down 3-0 get in your head. Montreal let that happen. They went down 3-0 and all the energy vanished. 3 goals in a 2:47 stretch towards the end of the first period. Then they lost all that energy. They lost all that fight. So, Montreal just let it get into their heads. They let it get into their heads. So, let's see. Taking a look now, over to the far side. It's going to be off of Carrier to the far side, up through center. And now into the near corner they go. Oh, boy. That's New York City. That's an easy one. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of taking a look-see over here. Up on into the offensive end. The Hurricanes going to send it to Dobash. He's going to play it around the far side. But yeah, I mean, it's just bad. It is bad. Man. Let me see here. We're going to X. Okay. Let me see. Let me just go. Montreal. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. We're sending that on X. Man. So, working out to the far side. Here come the Hurricanes, driving in, shot easy, saved by Dobesh. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, man. Dan Muse was in the house tonight at Wheeling, taking pics with some of the fans. That's cool. Now I kind of wish I was at Wheeling. Man. Ah, drats. Okay. So we're rolling here. 6.5 to go in the third period. Okay. Boosting going to Las Vegas Athletics and Salt Lake City, Utah. Yes, sir. So over to the far side. Carolina playing it behind the net. Okay. We're just kind of rolling here. As the Canadiens are, yeah, not really doing much. I don't know why Montembeault is not... I don't know if he was having any injury. So taking a look here, yeah, he was struggling statistically down the stretch. So they wanted to develop other goalies like Dobesh and Fowler. I guess, but at the same time, like, it can't get any worse. Your team needs a spark. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We will see. Okay, Dobesh is playing like a number one, but you need a spark for your team. Your team needs a spark. So, again, looking back at the Penguins, they were not like when the Penguins were struggling, right, in the playoffs. It was not Stuart Skinner's fault. But they needed a jolt, so they made the switch to Archer Shelovs. Okay. I do play Minecraft a little bit. I do. Okay. I do play mini golf. Yes, sir. Montreal, I think, was good at the start of the season, or at least last season. Yeah, this season he had a little bit of struggle. Oh, man. The 5:44 to go here in the third period. So it's going to be cleared out by the Canadiens. Going to be into the near corner behind the net of Anderson. To the far side they go. Trying to move that puck up along the boards. Going across ice to the near side. Man, this team is just not looking good at all. Okay. So we'll see here. Go and get a little reload on my X feed here. The Carolina gonna sit on the power play here. Marty St. Louis not having yet pulled his goalie. This is getting bad. The puck getting cleared on out by the Canadiens. Behind the net, centering out towards the far side, and Carolina gets back on it. Moving it on up through center to the offensive end, stretching to the near side, shot denied. And behind the net now. So now to the near side boards again. It's going to be taken top of the zone. Miller to the near side for Blake. Trying to drive the net. Oh my gosh. This loss feels more on the coach and the players. Yeah, the early timeout cost them. They were trying to see if there was an offside when there wasn't. They took the timeout on the first goal, and that resulted in them not having a timeout now to play with. I don't really play baseball or basketball. Yeah, I just never really played. We got a whistle here. I mean, they could have used those spark later. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, that's cool. Springfield, Missouri has a musical road that if you go at exactly 30 miles an hour, plays America the Beautiful. That is awesome. I gotta hear this.
Exactly, on this stretch of road.
Let's see, we gotta hear this.
In Springfield, Missouri, this is what you get.
Oh my gosh. His grace on thee. That is cool. Shining sea. That is cool.
30 miles per hour.
That is cool. But we'll see now. Carolina, the power play did expire. So when is Montreal going to pull the goalie? Are they going to pull the goalie? Behind the net of the goalie here to the near side, playing it stretched out. Now into the offensive end, far side. Carolina trying to get back on it, but Montreal Suzuki shot denied by Anderson. Wow. This is incredibly sad. This is incredibly sad. I don't play flag football either. The only sport I really play is bowling. Oh, now Dobesh is on the bench. Now they're pulling the goalie. So that puck gets moved on out, goes wide of the net, and colliding into each other with the net over to the near side. The Canadiens taking the far side over to Nikolai Ehlers, gets it back, Carolina sending it down low again. Back over to the near side boards. Man, Carolina just eating all this time. This is bad. This is bad. Over to the far side. It's going to be moved along the boards. Tied up for that puck. Montreal getting to it on the far side. There's the empty net goal. And there it is. Flips and no. That went off the post. Montreal up into the offensive end. 2 minutes to go here. Now along the near side boards. Cleared on up. And now your breakaway, just flip it on in. That's going to be Andrei Svechnikov with the empty net goal. That is going to end this game just a bat. Oh, man. That's bad. That is bad. Who's going to take a look here? Okay. So over to the near side, that's Svechnikov's second goal of the series, mind you. Carolina going to chase it down, back on in behind his own net, or behind the net. They're going to be Carrier to the far side. Tied up along the boards. The Montreal fans are leaving it out of here. They are heading out to beat the traffic, man. This is bad. This is bad. So, here we go. Working with that puck to the near side. Gooley passing to Veleno. Up through the near side boards. Into the offensive end. Going to be played by Anderson. Over behind his net to the far side. Oh, yeah, the building is already fairly empty. A lot of fans are going up to the glass because they can, or they've already left. With 56 seconds to go here, that puck getting moved out to the far side, man. Carolina just taking this series by the you-know-what. 45 seconds to go. And with needing 4 goals, yeah, I mean, Montreal they played with no heart. They played with no heart at all. So, let's see. Taking over to the near side. 20 seconds to go. Carolina going to send it behind the net. And it's going to be frozen up by Dobesh. 16 seconds to go. Now, oh, wow. Montreal now wants to start a fight as Struble wants to take off the head of Eric Robinson. Where was this, like, I don't know, the second period? Now you're trying to take someone's head off now when it's already over? 2 different fights breaking out there. Goalie heading down the tunnel. I mean, that was bad. They took way too long. Man. But a nice shot, a nice little effort there by Dobash. But then you had Gooley getting in at Robinson, Struble getting in at someone else. Man. You're not angry? Yes, I agree. Announcer just said this. Said where was this earlier? Exactly. Where was this? Where was this in the second period? Where was this at late second period, early third period? You needed this 30 minutes of gameplay ago. Montreal is just they're walking corpses. They're playing like walking corpses. It's bad. If they're gonna play like this, they might as well not even show up to Game 5. Why travel all the way down to Carolina if you're just gonna get embarrassed like this? Why are you gonna travel all the way down to Carolina if this is how you're gonna play? I'm just saying. This is not the kind of hockey you want to be playing, man. This is not the kind of hockey you want to play. They just said what I said, probably taking out frustration. Yeah. They're taking out frustration. They should have been taking out this frustration in the third period up throughout. And I knew, man, I watched a lot of hockey, but Kane's got this playing playing Vegas Golden Knights. Well, we'll see, but I mean, it's officially final. Oh, are you gonna fight again? Are you actually gonna try and fight again now? Oh my gosh. That was bad. 5th shutout in the postseason in the with the Hurricanes in the playoffs. That's a new team record. His 8th in his career. But I mean, this is just bad. This is absolutely embarrassing. If I were a Canadiens fan, I'd be turning on this team faster than you can point a finger at. Because this team played with no heart. They played with no soul. They got down 3-0 and sat there and died. They sat down, died, and took the pummeling. And they didn't even bother to fight back until there was literally 16 seconds left in the game and you were down 4-0. Like, that's bad. That is bad. They didn't even choose to start fighting about it until it was already too late. I mean, I have no words. If I were a fan of this team, I would be embarrassed and I'd be demanding for my money back. Because that was bad. Yeah, like Montreal sat there and died until there was it was a 4-goal lead with 16 seconds left. They let the thought of a cancer of a 3-0 deficit scored in 2 minutes and 47 seconds. They let that thought metastasize into them playing. They were playing, less passive, or they were playing more passively than the quiet kid in class just sits there and takes the bullying. They were playing so passive that I thought I was playing peaceful mode in Minecraft. Like, it's embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing what I just had to witness. Montreal, I hope you hear this. I hope you see this, because that was bad. And honestly, this could be the game they needed. This could be the game Montreal needed, because they got to have some sort of push. And realizing how flat they played could be the wake-up call. And I hope it is for their sake. But man, that was bad. Where's the bleach? I need to bleach my eyes from this. Because that was downright awful. One of the worst hockey showings I have ever seen a team put out there on the ice. Like, I can't even put it into words. I honestly, I'm not even a fan of either of these teams. And I can't put it into words how frustrated I am with Montreal. I can only imagine if I was a Canadiens fan how much my blood would be boiling right now. Like, yeah, Carolina's doing well. But that just because Rod Brindamore's coaching well doesn't mean you can't start to pick a fight. Montreal didn't even do that. They didn't do a goalie change. They didn't try to pick any fights. They just said, oh, sorry. They were actual Canadians. They were like, oh, sorry, bud. Sorry I got in your way of a Stanley Cup appearance, bud. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, you want another goal? Sorry about that. Let me get out of the way. That was how they played hockey tonight. They didn't play like they wanted to win. They played like an actual Canadian. Like, they had no push about their game. They had no urgency. They had no sense of frustration. They just played the game like a stereotypical Canadian. Whoops, sorry, bud. Sorry about that. Let me get out of the way there for you. That's how the Canadians played tonight. It was bad. It was downright embarrassing. Oh, here you go. 3-goal lead. Take it, bud. Sorry about that. Like, they literally were playing like an apologetic team. It was bad. It was embarrassing. Oh my gosh. I honestly just, I can't. I can't with this team right now. With that being said, I am working on a couple of videos. I have 3 video projects I'm actively working on right now. The minor league NFL cities is going to be still a video, which is kind of going as a bit on the back burner right now. I still need to do some more research into that. But I am working on a game type of video. An actual interactive type of game kind of video. Where I'm going to be having 3 NHL tier lists that I made. I'm not going to tell you guys explicitly what I ranked it on. I'm going to give you guys 3 hints for each tier list at different point values. And then you guys got to guess in the comments what you ended up getting. Or like what you think I ranked each tier list by. I already know what I'm ranking them on. So there's no suggestions for that for this video. Maybe a future video if that video does well enough. But I'm thinking about doing I created 3 tier lists. Can you guess what I ranked? And turn that into a little game. Because that would be pretty. That sounds like a pretty fun idea for me. I already have the tier list. I made one of them already. I need to make 2 more of them still. And then I gotta kind of script out the video, record it, edit it, yada yada yada. But I'm working on a video like that. It's gonna be a kind of a game type of video where you guys get to interact with the video, take a guess as to what I'm ranking these teams on, and I'll let you know in the comments if you're right. So it'll be a fun video concept. I had that idea today. I'm like, that actually is like a really fun concept. I want to work on that. And then there's going to be another video where I'm going to be doing a video breaking down mathematically who the best NHL franchise is historically. I developed a mathematical model a couple years ago, and I've been working on it. I did it with the NFL as well. If the NHL video does well enough, I might do one for the NFL as well. But I developed a mathematical model for the NHL to determine the best franchise on a points per year basis on an index I made. I feel like it's very well balanced between playoff success and regular season success. So I'm looking forward to working on that video as well. And then obviously the NFL minor league cities. That's in the pipeline as well. Got 3 videos working on. Right now my priority is getting the scoreboard set up, which by the way, let's take one last look at our MLB scoreboards here for the games that were still active. These games already wrapped up, so we got just 3 more on the back end. And yeah, everything went final except for that Dodgers-Rockies game. So, Dodgers up 2-0. But, yeah. I like games too and cookies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to doing that video. I saw that video. I saw that when I was on X, I was seeing a whole lot of, like, I made an NHL tier list. Guess what I ranked it on? You know what I mean? I saw that scrolling through X a lot. So I'm like, you know what? I could turn this into a YouTube video. I could turn this thought into a YouTube video. And I'm going to give it a try. tomorrow I'm actually going to work on, after I finish the NBA graphics package, I'm going to work on the tier lists that I need. So, well, John, you'll just have to wait and see where the Blues sit on that list and on that ranking. Because I am excited for that. I put together a lot for that. The NFL project, I started that way back in like 10th grade was when I created that spreadsheet where I wanted to be able to, you know, I wanted to be able to take a shot at who the best NFL team was objectively. And that involves, you know, playoff success and regular season success. And with that comes the idea of, you know, we got to balance it on a per year basis because otherwise teams like Vegas wouldn't be able to hold a candle to teams like Montreal who have been around forever. We need to, you know, average it out on a per year. Then we got to have some sort of way of balancing regular season and postseason. It's a lot, but I'm excited for it. But anyway, I've been rambling on a bit too long here. I do want to get a couple of things done tonight. I need to chill out a little bit. I need to try to catch up on some sleep tonight. Pirates lost by 30, was it? Oh my gosh, it was bad. It was bad. But yeah. So, well, you'll have to see, John. You'll have to see. I wanted to put it on a per year basis though, because otherwise that just gives an unfair advantage, especially the NHL, because teams have been around for 100 years. Other teams have been around for only a couple. Now, I did do something that people might find controversial. I lumped Arizona in with Utah because, yes, it's a new franchise, but all the assets transferred. So in my mind, it's the same franchise, even though it's an expansion franchise. It's the same franchise, you know. You can take, you know, that was what I did. I figured that's probably the fairest thing to do instead of having, you know, a separate franchise for Utah. Because it's quite literally just saying we moved and rebranded, but by technicality, we're a new franchise. You're still the same team. Come on. So, you know. But yeah, that being said, I'm going to get going. I want to wind down a little bit. I want to catch up on a little bit of extra sleep tonight so I can maybe get some work done tomorrow morning. And with that, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one. Good night, John. Good night.